Okay, they should be correct now. I could also update mods. People use that command regardless, right? Yeah. If you're wondering why I type the original command, it's so I can get the original text, because sometimes I like copying it if it has something like neat, but it looks like I have to recopy everything, or it looks like I have to write a new one anyway. It's really just the meme run Monday. Reverse Torio, I think means something in Spanish. I don't know what. Reservoir, maybe? It definitely does not bring up the mod if I don't add mod after it. That's fun. Edit command mods. There we go. It's pretty straightforward. It doesn't need a description, but 90% of the time people type mods even when I'm not playing a mod on Meme Run Monday. People just assume something's a mod. So I've just gotten into the habit of doing something. Okay. I didn't send the announcement, did I? I mean, I just said I will be doing it. Live now for dumb fun TTD. There we go. Well, I don't know. It might not be fun. Who knows? Okay, so I'm trying something new. We'll see how it works. Hello, Discord. Why are you open, Discord? Usually I send the message on my phone. Anyway, so I'm trying something new because we are testing like different internet. It's annoying like cell internet, but honestly it's mostly more stable than our other internet because at least it doesn't drop if somebody sends a Facebook message. um, so I'm streaming at a different resolution, so everything is slightly different sized. So that's going to be a weird adjustment. Yeah, basically. I don't know if it's not like super high 5G speed. It's definitely on the low end, but it is technically 5G. But it's still like 5 times faster than our internet on average. Um, and it doesn't seem to drop very often. When it does, it's way more annoying than the other drops, but it seems relatively stable. So hopefully I can start streaming at 1080p or at least 720/60. Or honestly, Factorio doesn't compress well. Like even like with 6,000 kbps. So like I might just do 720/30 and have it look decent when moving. Because like I've noticed that in a lot of Factorio streams. But I'm trying different encoders as well to see if those might make it a little better. My landline is just a G, exactly. If this is 5G, I had a G before. Okay. Gosh, 1080 looks awful on this screen. Oh yeah, I'm also trying... So I'm skipping the middleman. Usually I have to do some rescaling because I stream... Well, I stream at 720, record at 1080, and play at 1440. So right now it's... Everything's 1080, so no rescaling. That might also help. Because I noticed just like the text was very unreadable in a lot of my streams, especially with like the timer mod. Like it was readable, but it looked horrible, even at the higher bit rate. So I'm assuming there's just some issue with one of the something in the recording chain. I don't think that one was an internet issue, so I'm just trying to figure it out. We're going to go with changing everything at once first. And if it looks better, something there fixed it. If it doesn't, I don't know. I give up. Who knows? But yeah, I'm assuming I want to play this at... Actually, I don't know what I want to play this at. Yeah, that's a good question. What resolution do I... Not resolution. So it's the same resolution. No, I still haven't uploaded that. I've been meaning to, but yeah, it's just been very slow couple months. It has not been my priority on the days I have off to do VOD stuff. Hello, Tice. Welcome, welcome. What am I looking for? I want to make sure the mods are installed. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we have Always Day On, we have Reverse Torio, we have Playtime. It also adds lead and noble metals, which I don't really get. Obviously, they're adding recipes. It's not just reversing all the recipes in the base game if these are part of it, unless they just use these for some weird things. But yeah, the fact that we start with these means it's not just reversing every part in the game, which makes sense because I also don't know what the end goal is. So there might not be one. Do you think it's reasonable to do default settings? Have you tested it? I played 30 seconds of it. Yeah, something could be deconstructed. I just meant like it's not reversing just vanilla recipes. I know it's not just reversing vanilla recipes. And I know it starts on a cutscene, which made me think my game is broken. But it's not. It turns out it's just a rocket launch animation. But yeah, this is Reverse Torio. It's Factorio, but in reverse, I guess, is probably the gist of it. I'm assuming that's pretty accurate. And yeah, I don't... This is about as far as I got. I clicked on some things. We can research stuff. It seems important. Like we can reverse a gun turret. We can spawn gun turrets. I don't know how we spawn these things. We have this essence stuff. But like, let's see. This says spawn grouped science pack. I think this is automatically doing something already. Okay, so these are doing stuff. These are doing stuff. So maybe we just start with researching it. That seems like a good start. Well, you know what? We're going to go with our favorite. We're going to go with a burner inserter. Now, do you think ore does anything? Also, do you think we should have left biters on? I don't know if we should have left biters on, but we can always turn them off. Oh, hey, look. Lead. That's a thing. It looks like one of those minimalist Factorio thingamajimmicks. What? Oh, like the starter pad? Like just a minimalist base? Also, I think this just spawns an infinite amount of resources, so like... Is there any reason for me not to do this? I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything with this. But at least it's there if I want it. Oh my gosh, this is a chest. Wait, that's fantastic. I didn't notice. I was wondering how things are phasing through. Also, this is a fantastic inserter with a stack size of 100. Which is, you know, we can do that in Vanilla Factorio soon. Well, I think. I'm assuming the Ultra Stack inserters are going to be a vanilla thing. You have a feeling something will get clogged up very soon? Well, nothing produces multiple byproducts, right? Oh, I guess this does. Yeah, you're right. Something probably will. Okay, I just wanted to mess with that. I wonder if this is our only source of probability numbers. I wonder if that matters. I don't know. We'll have to figure out something to do. Ooh, we got a satellite? Okay. Still don't know what that does. Steel axe is good. Okay, so it looks like we do actually get technologies when we research them. Cool. Still have not figured out how to build anything. Maybe if we get some ore? Yeah, we're safe. Nothing has byproducts that could clog. Just ignore the fact that the mod is literally just RNG and byproducts and nothing else. You know, we're safe if we ignore reality. I think that's a viable strat. You know, we've gone on record multiple times to say that denial is very, very useful. Okay, so yeah, we still can't craft anything. I feel like Steel Axe was a bad call, but on the other hand, I don't know how to get anything to reverse it anyway, so like, what else can I do? Oh, wait. This lets me just spawn stuff. Okay, so maybe I just have to change recipes? It's like, maybe it's just, maybe I just have to use these for a bit. Can we get another improbability drive? Maybe we start with it. Is that this thing? Oh gosh, do you think this is all do you think this is all I get? Is this like a hypercube situation? I hope not. But it looks like there are some recipes somewhere that I can do stuff with. Yep, that's all I've got right now. Okay, so if I reverse science facts, okay. Ooh, inserters. Okay, inserters are useful. Who is the one saying something about getting clogged up? I feel like we don't have any way to deal with clogs right now. Also, is this where we got a satellite from? Maybe the starting layout was good. I really got absolutely nothing. But the starter layout might have been okay. Let's keep researching. So you reverse landfill, reverse boilers. Okay, I feel like I need power. We start with 6 megawatts. That's not a ton. Okay, so I can get inserters. That's nice. No clicks at the very moment. What? Clocks? No clocks? Wait, why do we need clocks? What kind of clocks are we talking, I guess? That's the important thing. Also, who was the one who said something about being clogged up? This is incredibly slow. Why did it... It started us with 2 of these assembling machines. And it produces stuff like 100 times faster than the stack inserter can move. That's wild. Okay, so, oh, because we don't start with stack size. Okay. Is stack size a thing we can research? Oh, geez, not for a while. Well, actually, we start with this one. Oh, but that's 600. Clogs equals clocks. Okay, gotcha. Those kind of clocks. Yeah, actually, yeah, how do we get those? Ooh, wait. There we go. We got yourself some clocks, maybe. If this is the kind you're referring to. You know what? We're just going to keep it on its original thing for now, because I don't know exactly what's happening. But hey, this produces some stuff. I don't know where it goes, but it does produce stuff. Yeah, where does it go? What does it produce? Nothing? Oh, is everything just like a chance of happening? I feel like it's just being... Oh, it works like a rocket. Okay. It works like a rocket. That does make sense. So maybe we do want to see what happens with that. What else do I have? I really want to figure out how to get more of these things. That has to be a thing, right? Let's see. I can reverse it to get an assembling machine. That seems bad. That seems really bad for me. What is an ultra lab? Oh, that's the ultra lab. Okay. Boiler. Okay, so we can start getting power. Also, what if we do... We need a chest. We need to figure out how to get it. We need to figure out how to get a chest. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, wait, wooden chest. I'm assuming we can't craft anything normally, so why did I gather wood at the beginning? I guess I can burn it. Let's see. So this will spawn in. Okay, so this gives me random stuff. This gives me specific stuff. Okay, got it. But I can't handcraft it. I get it now. I don't know what I do with these. I'm assuming a lot of it just goes to research. Wow, this is so much space science. I wish I could just void space science, which is a really weird sentiment if I'm being completely honest. I feel like those are important things. I guess I can just get some random junk. What I'm confused about is why it's not emptying. Oh, it's just too slow. Okay, so yeah, we really need to get stack size or inserters. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Okay, so that's a problem. But if we move stuff around... that wasn't better. But I think it's still fine. Okay, now I can put the accumulator back. Okay. And now, oof. If we move this, we can recover this stack inserter. There we go. Okay. This should work a lot faster, considering it was actually inserter limited. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Well, this might cause some clogs again. I'm just realizing I read that as cogs, not clogs. Classic. How are we going to do this with... Yeah, what were we saying about clogs again? That they're not going to happen. I still stand by that. 100%. Definitely a true sentiment. Okay, so at least we can get inserters. And I want to keep that going for a bit, because I want this to also get a large inserter. Because it seemed too useful to pass up. And then the power source we can just move up. We might do the same with this. We're just, we're trying to recover whatever we can. Okay, now we can get, let's see, where's another huge inserter? There it is. Yeah, you know what? Who needs stack and size when you have huge inserters? Okay, so now things can run way faster. Let's get ourselves some storage. Now this produces non-wasteful stuff, and it's, I think, cheaper, but I'm fine with random storage at the moment. Just because it's a little bit easier to set up. Okay, and we stopped researching. Ooh, science? I don't know, what do I think? Ooh, wait, automation, is that a thing? Wait, what is this? Inverse rocket silo. That seems like it'll give me a lot of resources. Oh, it gives me a rocket silo. Oh, do you think I have to launch a rocket? And... No, that doesn't make sense. Because there's a... Well, maybe it does. No. Maybe? I don't know. Let's just research some junk. This is such a weird starting away of resources, by the way. Absolutely bizarre. Ooh, wait. Oh, this gives me an ultra lab. Okay, so wait, hold up. Maybe automation was the strat. So this gets me inverse lab. Okay, that's a start. And then this... I don't know which is more expensive, actually. This feels a lot more expensive than this, which is because the tech tier is reversed. Okay, so is this all the stuff that doesn't have a prereq? Okay. No, red science would be limiting everything. No, they just made their own tech tree. That's definitely not just a reverse of the vanilla tech tree. That wouldn't make much sense. But at least we have storage, so I am decently happy about that. We don't have any sorting system. And stuff is still filling up, but at least we're doing better than before. I guess we can use wooden chests. I mean, they're not great, but we can use them. Like, it's either that or nothing, right? You know, classic nerf or nothing problem. Okay, I can't wait until we start filtering things. Are we producing pollution, by the way? Because I don't have a way to get weapons. Wait, how can I do this? Oh, okay, so I spawned the thing, then I reversed to get crafting materials, like if I want to make a smelting lane. I still don't really see a world where we use smelting. I do see a world where we use power. Okay, so we're researching automation 3. It's gonna be a while. But I mean, we're not in any rush. We're producing enough science. Yeah, this seems good. This seems fine. This is, again, limited by stack size. But stack size is 600 of every science. Okay, let's have this one produce power now. I definitely want to start going towards power. Oh, wait, we don't have... Oh my gosh, we don't have belts. Okay, you know what we can do for power? Nothing, because we don't have drills either. This also is not... This is not... These are not good patches. I was gonna say we start direct fueling, but yeah, that ain't happening, yep, dog. Direct fueling is not a thing that will matter. I mean, at least we have the free power, so it's not like we're desperate for power right now. But the fact that we also don't know how to get it isn't great. I feel like nuclear power is probably viable. We also have solar power, which is a little bit overpowered due to always day. I don't think I care that much because it's also solar power, which is just garbage. So I think I'm gonna accept it. We can have free power. I don't mind. It makes the recording better, and I feel like it would be wrong to not use solar panels at all. Okay, so this is very random junk. That's okay. I guess, ooh, we could be using turbines. I guess turbines aren't that much more expensive. Okay, you know what? Let's see. What does this cost? This might be really fast. No, we'll just wait for automation. I feel like automation is definitely the key. You don't see any uranium. There's uranium over here, but I figured if we get the ability to just reverse rocket fuel, we can just spawn it out of, not rocket fuel, but if we get the ability to reverse, wait. Oh wait, which one's spawning stuff? Is this spawning stuff? Oh, this one's spawning stuff. This one, oh. Oh, okay. I didn't really understand the chain here. Oh, they want us to use trains, huh? Oof. We're gonna have to learn trains. Yikes. We know how good I am at that. But yeah, I figured if we could just like reverse uranium processing at some point, like right here, we can just produce uranium out of nowhere and a bunch of other junk. This can produce uranium fuel cells directly. That's pretty good. And a bunch of other junk. We are going to have so many chests that just void things. Okay, hear me out. Atomic bombs and a lot of chests. I don't think that's a bad option. There are better options, for sure. But this one isn't bad. Okay, maybe Automation 3 wasn't the best start. Especially since this doesn't even get me what I need. It does get me a higher research speed though, which is nice. That part is nice. Also, can I get another large inserter somewhere? Let's see. I don't need this one. Let's repurpose it. Not like that. Like this? Nope. This can't really go anywhere here. We can move it up now. We can't really fit it anywhere. Okay, well that won't help for now then. Maybe that works? No, wait, we already tried that. Okay, but yeah, this isn't going to be the saving grace I thought it was. This is going to be a whole lot of looking at recipes, isn't it, to see what we can get. So this reverses that. That's not what I want. Which, is there like a order? Okay, so this is spawning junk. So this is the important tab right now. See, we can spawn rocket stuff. That's garbage. We can spawn... This is what we needed. I'm gonna pretend we just got this. But yeah, that's what we've been looking for. But I cannot figure out where the heck it was. Because all the icons are meaningless. That is the assembly machine, I think. I hope. Okay, there we go. Okay, everything is so much nicer now. Everything is way, way better. Okay. So we can actually do something now. Awesome. Well, I say do something. I still don't have a plan for the factory, but like... At least things exist now. Reverse, why are you not surprised? Yeah, I don't know when this came out, but someone recommended it to me the other day, and it seems really fun. And it should definitely be illegal. Because our inventory is already full. Okay, yeah, atomic bombs, I think, are the solution. I don't see any world where they're not the best option. Okay, we don't need a reverse science, right? No, that seems silly. We don't really have a purpose for resources yet, so like, yeah, I also don't know what the goal is. Plans? Do you really need a plan to do stuff now? I mean, my inventory is already like full, so I at least need a vague idea of a plan. Slightly more than normal. Okay, so I want this to produce more assembly machines. And by assembly machines, I mean inserters. They're basically the same thing. And then I need belts. We're about to get automation 3, which isn't actually useful. And yeah, I have no idea what the goal is. I don't know if it says. I should probably check. I'm just kind of going with the flow. You start with a rocket solo, and your goal is we have to craft the crash site. So our goal is to crash a rocket, basically. That's fantastic. Okay, we're pretty close. This is not a useful research. We should have been getting... We definitely should be getting belts. Ooh, can this give belts? That would make sense if this gave belts, but I doubt it. This is what we should have been researching. Let's see, is there any other way to get belts that's cheaper? Ironically, no. This one's not cheaper. Cool. It does make sense, yeah. This does feel like a train wreck too, so I mean, it fits. Okay, so we can't get power yet. What can we do? Also, I don't really know what to do with this. I can't... what can I do? I can start an assembly line. Do you think I'm going to be belt limited anytime soon? It looks like I'm going to be inserter limited more than anything. So we're just going to start with a very basic sushi belt situation. Yeah, I am actually researching belts in reverse. That's why Automation 3 is way cheaper than Automation 1 for that reason. But yeah, if we start with this, we don't have enough stack inserters yet, so I think we'll just do a very simple fast inserter setup. And then we'll put... Actually, wait. We probably have enough stack inserters, right? Also, should I be using huge inserters for everything? How many have I gotten? Not enough. Definitely not enough. Okay, so they're fantastic, but they're not so fantastic that I can use them for everything. So we're probably just going to have to accept that we're using fast inserters or stack inserters for a while first. But basically the idea here is that we're going to build this in a way that isn't fast to build, because why would we do it any other way? We also need to research power. Are there better poles, actually? Like, we could also get substations not that much slower than we can get these. Okay, it's 6 times slower than we can get those. Have we researched lab yet? Actually, does that matter? Labs. What does this give us? Oh, it does give us the ability to spawn lab. Okay, so yeah, let's spawn more research speed, which does require us to redesign stuff, but I think that's worth it. We're just gonna stand here and hold F, because that's currently the most effective way to grab things. Okay, cool. Let's do very simple chest with everything in it. That's hand-fed. That is always a decent start, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can make this work. We're actually somehow science limited, which is very weird. I'm not that surprised, but I don't love it. The reason we're science limited is actually because we cannot get this to run any faster. So we just need to... If we can make this output with a faster assembly machine, maybe we're good. This might work. Yeah, that works. Yeah, let's just have this one produce the assembly machines. That's less important. That does eventually get sorted, right? No, no, it doesn't. No, that actually can't produce that. You know what? Okay, you know what? It's gone. It's gone. It doesn't matter. It's not part of this anymore. We can do without it. Okay, so we did take all of the purple science, but at least we should be producing a lot more science now. I guess I didn't have to destroy it. Maybe that was a little bit dramatic, but I don't know. It kind of deserved it. That's not faster, is it? No. Is there any way I can set this up? Maybe if I use a belt, maybe? Yes, I think I see it. I definitely see it. Okay. And now we just need one belt, which we should have. I swear we have one belt somewhere. Did we already spend it? Well, that's fine. This doesn't do anything. If we sideload it, maybe it works. Gesundheit. I think I muted myself, but I was silent for a little bit because I had to sneeze. Okay. So this is backed up, which makes sense. Does make a lot of sense, yeah. You know, I think that can technically work. It's not the best way I could have done that. I'll be pretty honest. Can we get... Okay, so we can reverse regular undergrounds. We can reverse splitters. We can't reverse pure belt. That's kind of annoying, because pure belt's definitely the easiest to work with right now. But we need like a splitter here that filters out the blue junk. So that will go here. Because the blue junk just should go in a chest anyway. Because we basically... The blue is our main output from here. And we are now putting like a bajillion blue onto the belt. But we only had a single stack inserter there to deal with 10 stack inserters effectively up here. Actually 100 stack inserters, if I'm being more specific. Because the huge ones are actually really, really good. Okay, the idea is there. Okay, technically, this is fine. Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take it technically this is fine. Now, it's not going to be fast because I'm fairly sure that we are just going to be belt limited for a bit with our yellow belt. But it is better than what we had before. That's what matters. So we can upgrade it later. This is a fantastic start. Yeah, that's emptying way better. It is, like I said, belt limited, but we'll survive. And it's actually side balanced, which is good. I can't wait until I just turn this into an actual... Why did I research landfill? Let's get power. Oh, wait, we already got power. Okay, you know what? Just in case we forget to researching, we're just going to click on a bunch of stuff while we figure out our life. So we might be here a while. Okay. What kind of belts do we have? That's the first question we should ask. I'm also realizing that this is not a good setup, but we're sticking with it. We have some research here that we're not supposed to. Oh, this isn't actually doing anything. The science is not making it where it has to. I think we just need to dismantle the starting section. It does not work past getting you the starting resources. Like, it does effectively nothing. So let's convert everything to belt production right now, because that is the only thing that actually matters. We can completely stall research as long as we want, but belt production definitely needs to be stopped. Okay. Or we definitely need to increase belt production. And then we have this stuff over here. So what if we do... Okay, we can do... We can't reverse that, but... we can't spawn regular blue belt, which is very annoying. We can, however, spawn splitters and undergrounds. So, you know, those technically are cheaper in that sense, because I get exactly what I want. So that counts for something. Okay, are we getting power pulls here? We should be getting way more. Wait, why am I just not stalling the output? If I'm hand feeding it, what's wrong with me? Okay, there we go. 6 power pulls. Not a lot, but enough. Okay. Because now we can do this. And we're just going to use a solid blue underground here, because that will work. That's technically all we need. And then we realize this is the thing that's spawning us infinite resources. We should have realized it right away, but that's okay. But yeah, this is getting us pure undergrounds way faster than we're getting random belts. So now all we have to do is make a pure belt like this. Now we could skip every other tile, but just in case I want to add more inserters, we're just putting it every square, because it's definitely not a problem. This is so bizarre. This feels like the most expensive way I could ever make an assembling lane, yet somehow it's the cheapest option we have right now based on the text we've unlocked. I don't really like that. I mean, I do. It's really cool, but it feels wrong in every single way. Okay. Perfect. And then we can just store everything in one big mega chest at the end, right? I don't see how that could possibly run into throughput issues in like 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, so now for all of these recipes, we definitely need probability numbers. We also need spawn essence. Research essence I probably only used in research, but just in case it's used somewhere else, we're going to prepare for eventual belt weaving. I feel like belt weaving could potentially be useful. If we plan... Oh, I just realized this is not planned to be built ever with the large ones. Okay, so this will not be a permanent... Well, it will be permanent, but it won't be scaled up very heavily. This won't be scaled very much. Yeah, because we won't be able to upgrade this with the huge inserters, which are fantastic, I think. They seem pretty nice, at least. Okay. Inserter. At least we can do stack inserters eventually. And then 2 huge inserters should saturate a belt, I would imagine. The real question is, how can we saturate without actually having... Ooh, wait, that looks really cool. Without actually ever having blue belt. Now, I think this doesn't really work, but we should have enough regular blue belt by now. I imagine we at least have a couple. Yeah, so we have enough for the corners. Cool. I can't wait for everything to back up. Now, we could use logic. Ooh, wouldn't it be cool if we had circuit logic? I know that's a very basic thing, but it would be pretty useful here for regulating all this junk. And I guess for now we can just use a splitter here. And then we'll realize we don't actually have enough blue belt to do another turn, so we'll just use yellow belt here. Oh, these are numbers. These look familiar. Why does that font look so familiar? It looks like it's from Sesame Street or something. I don't know why, but it gives me that vibe. Okay. And then I don't know which way I'll be expanding it, so I'm actually going to reverse this and do the buffer chests on the right-hand side. Just makes a little bit more sense. It just looks like those text plates, but in color. What are text plates? This is a Factorio thing? Okay, let's do filter inserters. Oh, filtered huge inserters would go hard. Factorio mod. Okay. That would make sense. I guess they are just generic colorful text. But I don't know. It just gives me that like cartoony street vibe. You know, I grew up on the street. It's in Sesame Street. You know, that kind of vibe. Okay, so we're gonna have a whole lot of sorted chests. And I guess that's okay. For now, they don't really need to go anywhere, so I guess that's all right. Yeah, okay, let's just get started with this. That's not right. Splitter, and that's all we're producing so far. Cool, great start. We have them all. It produces 2 things, and it doesn't produce them indefinitely. Ooh, filtered inventory might be useful. Ooh, let's filter out the blues. Let's filter out the blue junk first. Research stuff should definitely be priority, because that one we're going to produce a ton of. I'm assuming every recipe is going to produce this. So that can be filtered out to the right. This one should have probably huge inserters going into multiple chests, and which in this case is going to be 2. That's okay. There's not enough space to output from this one, so let's just pretend it's not there. That's a great start. Okay, things can now buffer. We will have these cycle around back to the beginning. That's what this gap is for. I guess we could do something at the top. Not exactly how I wanted it to go, but it doesn't matter. This part doesn't need to be pretty. And then we can just do temporary connections as needed. Okay, this is now we're cooking. These aren't getting... This is supposed to be side-loaded with other stuff. Realizing now. Okay, that's fine, I think. We'll send that one up, and we'll send this one here. I think we have enough space to make this work. Yes, barely, but technically we do. Because we also need whatever this research essence is, spawn essence is. I don't remember where you get that. Oh, we get spawn essence from the random stuff. Okay. We'll try this. Yeah, we'll try this. We don't really know what things look like yet, so it's going to be a little bit janky. I feel like we don't really need this stuff on the ground. We do need defenses. Is artillery our cheapest option? What about laser turrets or something? What's the easiest source of defenses we can get? Personal laser defenses and power armor. So we can at least fight stuff. Because we don't even we don't even start with a pistol here. We could probably get a pistol if we die. But that sounds dark. Okay. So let's see. I think is filtered huge inserter a thing? Let's look in research. Huge inserter. Filtered huge inserter is not a thing. That is unfortunate. Okay, so it looks like if we want to use huge inserters, we can't use stack filter inserters. I guess that's fine. So this can just have a inserter going in, inserter going out, and we'll just filter stuff this way. I think this works. Okay, I have a vision. It's not a scalable vision, but it is a vision, and that's what matters. So this can produce our most important junk, which in this case will be belts and inserters. Those are always a great start. Okay, so yeah, it looks like you have to produce the random stuff to be able to get the non-random stuff. Although there's a good chance we get enough byproduct of this from the sciences that it doesn't really matter. We forgot a very important splitter here. That filters out the red junk to the right. But other than that, it's good. Okay, this was supposed to be filtered into a chest and then out of the chest. Cool. Cool, that looks great. We are actually somehow out of huge inserters. There's probably one somewhere in here. I just have no idea where it would be. Actually, we might not have any. We'll just have to take one from elsewhere that's not being used. Like, we don't need two here. Not yet, at least. We're not producing that much. Okay, so we don't really have a use for research essence right now. I mean, obviously it goes towards research, but we're not using a ton of it. Okay, so this is way more inserter limited than I thought it would be. I think stack size is probably one of the first things I want, because I want to be able to use stack inserters to their full potential. I never thought I would care that much, but yeah, we obviously need it. Okay, and this is filtering out both those things. Excellent. We don't have a side balancer here. It cannot go towards both sides. But that's okay. That's an easy fix. 50-50 shot I built that correctly because I just guessed. Cool. How's our power doing? These do not consume much power at all. I really figured power would be a bottleneck pretty quickly. Okay, so now we have to redesign. Do you think it's time for me to redesign all of this? Is this useful? Okay, let's just get a vague idea. This produces science for us. Can we get another inverse lab? Yes, let's get more inverse labs before we redesign it. So that would be this one. Yeah, they're very cheap. Wow, things are really cheap. The numbers are pretty. They are pretty. Which is why I don't want to do direct feeding anymore. Although, I think direct feeding is our only hope, because there's not much of a chance we can get a high throughput. That's probably what they're hinting at here, like, hey, you're going to have to use trains. Especially, like, chain trains, maybe. Because this obviously has, like, Let's see. For 400, can move 400 items per second. That is significantly faster than a belt. Like, this is actually inserter limited more than anything. So yeah, if we're gonna do a second one, which I feel like we do need that, where could it go? Let's start with getting one here, and then we'll do research somewhere in this direction. As long as we don't go up towards the rail, I think we're good. Because we could definitely get a pretty big train here. And by pretty big train, I mean 4 cargo wagons, maybe. But that's a fairly high throughput. We'll just have a train going very short distances for them all, which is an idea we actually had one time for burner hundo. It wasn't as useful as I wanted, but it was an idea we had. That can't be denied. Yeah, they are kind of spooky. I don't know, they give me ominous vibes that I don't love. But maybe it's not as bad as it feels. Okay, how are we getting inserters yet? I just realized we don't have a chest for unfiltered things. That can be there. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, we can just replace all of them. It's pretty clear that they're not filtered. Okay, research essence is building up fast. This stuff isn't. Okay, so we're doing fine here. This is pretty slow though. So let's speed that up with more power poles. Awesome. Okay, I'm starting to understand things slightly. Which is more important, belts or inserters? That is actually a tough question. We'll go with also which is more important, inserter, input and output. Let's see, probably input, I imagine, is more limiting. We're surprisingly not belt limited yet, which is nice. We're pretty close though. We're definitely pretty close. I guess since we're still limited on belt, this is still the strategy we're going with to conserve it, which is just, I don't know. It feels wrong to me. I don't think I can put it any other way. It just doesn't sit right with me that this is cheaper. Okay, this should be a lot better. Yeah, we really need stack size. Okay, we can start working on labs before we actually have labs, which is nice. And then let's do stack inserter outputs. And then for these, let's see, we can use red belt for now. Okay, that is technically balanced as long as these work at an even speed. Okay. So these go into buffer chests. I don't know if I really like that, because I feel like they produce at fairly even ratio. Oh, but they won't always produce at ratios. Okay, so what if instead we just filter out things as we go? So we're going to be producing red essence, I think. No, we need blue. Oh, we don't need to filter anything out because it uses all of them for research, right? This doesn't have any waste. Okay, so we need all of this junk, which makes me think, let's see, we need 8 items, 4 on each side. Okay, that's very doable, actually. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. So this is what our lab's going to look at. We should definitely do buffer chests first. Ooh, we could do this. Ooh, we could do this. Now, I think stack inserters for labs is probably fine. Yeah, that's a reasonable assumption to me. Okay, the only issue with this is 1, I didn't add a filter, and 2, I forgot the buffer chest. But other than that, I actually like this setup. Stack size, stack size, stack size, output here. Okay, now that looks pretty good. And then this can filter out, you know what, let's go down the line. Let's do space science here. Perfect. Okay. And now we copy this, and we do the same here. This is filtered wrong, but other than that, it's okay. Yellow science. And then purple science. Cool. Happy with this so far. Yeah, this shouldn't... I really don't think this will have throughput issues. I'm designing it like I think I won't. And if it does, there's a couple easy fixes. And that's mostly just getting more stack size speed. But hey, that is an easy fix. We can't deny that. I guess I'll just keep building it with increasingly slower, increasingly slower inserters. Okay, military science. We're not doing a ton of military research. What on God's green earth in this? I don't really know. So it's called reverse Torio. It's really more like you spawn end products and you uncraft them into essence and other products beneath it. It's like it's completely in reverse, but also it's like makes up its own recipes. So it's not like that much in reverse. Like it's not just fully swapping like you uncrafted rocket into its components. It makes its own recipes. But the general thing is, it is reversed. It's just a little bit janky. And then just in case we miss something, we're going to recycle it back to the beginning. Yeah, it's reversed, but it's its own made-up idea of what reverse means. Conceptually, though, yes. We'll just put stack inserters places. Well, I have to unmine ores. I'm not sure. You can. I haven't had a reason to look at any form of ore yet. It's like there are ore patches. They don't seem to do anything for me. It's like while it is a thing, it doesn't seem to matter yet. But the end goal for this is to it's to craft the crashed rocket silo. We haven't really looked at that recipe yet. You need steam engines to get rid of electricity. They produce coal, and you need miners to get rid of that coal. Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. That's what I pictured when I started. But yeah, it's not quite reversed in that way, I guess. Like I said, it's their own idea of what reversed means. Which is really just you spawn random things out of thin air. Which is still a cool idea. Who knows if reverse is the right word for that. It is still kind of backwards. Like, we are spawning things out of nothing and then turning that into something. A rocket silo is laying in place. That's a good way to think about it, actually. Because I feel like conceptually that's pretty accurate. This is gonna take forever to empty itself, I'm realizing. What if we do this? Yeah, I guess that helps. Okay. So now this can all just go here. And then we have all this space to work with. Awesome. We haven't actually set up the research, but the idea is there. Cool. Oh right, yeah, I said that like we set up part of the research, but no, we literally set up nothing. But it is perfectly evenly split. I hope we have the ability to do belt weaving right now. If not, it's not the end of the world. There are different ways to do belt weaving. For example, the way we do it in Inserter, Burner Hundo. But it looks like in this case, we do actually have the undergrounds to do belt weaving. Fantastic. Okay. We should unresearch and forget it. Yeah, I honestly figured researching would make us forget stuff. We do research the tech tree pretty much backwards, though. So it's still a reversed tech tree. It's just not... we don't unlearn stuff. I was really hoping that would be the case, though, because that would be very silly. Don't know exactly what it would mean. It would mean, like, you could soft lock yourself, which I think would be fantastic. I would not be opposed to that. I love the idea of that, but... No, it looks like research actually gets you stuff. It gets you the ability to unmake stuff. But yeah, we're finally getting to the point where we're not just, like, staring at research waiting for it to happen. Because we, can actually make belts. Like, we didn't have belts for, like, 20 minutes. Because we couldn't figure out how we could really get them. Okay, this technically should be fine. However, we messed up with this chest. Because everything's producing at a perfect ratio unless we just completely fill up that ratio with garbage. What? Oh, wait. We can still use this chest. We just have to put it somewhere else. There we go. We'll just deprioritize it. Input prio left. Okay, perfect. We can also hand feed some stuff. We have one less coin than we used to, which I feel isn't great. Also, we're not getting military science. That could just be because it's pretty rare. Okay, but that looks a lot better now. If we can do a side load here, everything is perfectly balanced too, as all things should be. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we can start researching probably 4 times faster than we were. Ooh, beacons. Oh, beacons are going to be useless. I said that like I had a plan for them initially, and then I realized we don't have power, so we're kind of, we can't really use beacons yet. Oh yeah, we should figure out how to get power. Also, I think we need more labs. What do labs need? Oh wait, we can definitely afford more labs. We also want bots. Those aren't happening anytime soon, are they? Actually, that's not too bad. We can get bots soon. Yeah, this setup seems decent. Honestly, I think there's probably other setups we could use. Like, honestly, the generic way that people build labs is probably possible. Because I feel like it's not strictly limited to 7 items, right? Like the vanilla way that people build labs. Because something tells me that if it's doing 7, it can also do 8. Unless there's really weird spaghetti in there. Like really weird sideloading, but that doesn't sound right to me. We are out of inserters. We really need to get these sorted into the actual chests. Actually, we need to figure out what our bottleneck is. I'm gonna go with everything. But hey, at least we can research stuff. We're actually limited by purple. Oh my gosh, why? How is it backed up again? This doesn't make sense. Am I missing inserters somewhere? I have to just be straight up missing inserters, right? Like, is one of these backed up? Because, like, this shouldn't soft lock unless something is genuinely not moving. Oh my gosh. Right. I didn't leave a gap. Silly me. Okay, it's a pretty easy fix. I did not realize how close I built these to each other. Yeah, that would do it. Actually, does it? I don't think that's inherently a problem, right? Oh, it could cause a problem because inserters grabbing from stuff sucks. If it grabs away from it. That might be the burner inserter in my head messing with me, though. No, something's definitely wrong, but I don't know what. Like, no, that seems to be grabbing from it. So this shouldn't be a problem. The only issue is this has a limited amount of time to grab from the belt. Nothing's full. Yellow, purple, blue science? Okay, did we forget some? Did we forget a science? I don't get it. Nothing's backed up. Why aren't these moving? Is that a ghost? No? Are any of these ghosts? Nope. Is it because I'm forcing everything to be on the same side at the end? I don't think that could cause it to back up, but I mean, it is possible. Yeah, I mean, that's the guess that I have. It's at least something. I'm gonna blame this. I don't know how it's the problem, but I'm blaming this. At least gives me something to blame. And you know what? I'm just gonna why don't I just manually sort stuff? That's a great start. That will at least clear up the backlog that I have. Oh my god, I was right. It's not just a burner inserter problem. Okay, well at least red splitters probably fixes that. Oh my gosh, no it doesn't. Okay, so burner inserters are not the only thing that struggle. That's good to know. That makes me feel a little bit better about burner inserters and everything I've done with burner inserters in the past couple years. Like, they might be bad. They're very definitely bad. But, at least a lot of their flaws are issues with vanilla, too. And I think that's important to acknowledge. Okay, and this one's purple. Okay, cool. Just wait for this to not fix it. That'll be fantastic. But it should work a little bit better. Since now we won't have inserters struggling to grab from belts going the wrong way. Well, I guess wrong way isn't the right word, but, you know, a different way. And then this probably needs to go 2 tiles over, but I'm not sure about the spacing. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not sure how much we shifted stuff. Okay, so we got purple, then blue, then military. And then chests, we're just going to do random inserters. Because honestly, the inserter speed is not our bottleneck. Well, it technically is our bottleneck, but it's not one I'm that concerned with yet, because we're pretty close to researching fast inserters. Now, what I could do, and would have been definitely better, and we'll definitely be redesigning this in about like 5 minutes once I have more belt, will be to split stuff and then buffer it on deprioritized belts. Because when you do it that way, you are not limited by the one inserter. You're limited because you have the throughput of all of these inserters as well. But I don't think that'll be a problem. It's just these are genuinely as slow as fast inserters right now. Like unupgraded fast inserters, which is more problematic than I would like. But yeah, that seems to be clearing a lot better now, so we'll take it. Okay, now if we just shuffle things around, that should get us some researches pretty quickly. Okay, and then yellow. How did we produce this much science? Where was it sitting? I thought we had like 30 science backed up, and somehow we were sitting here with like 4,000 of most, or 500 to like 6,000 of each science. There we go. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot more research. So this should get us some good stuff. Cool. It's still inserter limited, but we kind of knew that. Okay, we'll just roll with it. Okay, I don't know what this is producing. Belts. Okay. Belts are useful. The king of spaghetti. I think it's too much spaghetti. I don't know if I would agree with that. I also don't know why I just read that. Like, I saw it earlier and laughed to myself, but didn't actually, like, fully process it. But yeah, there's no such thing as too much spaghetti. It's just this currently is not spaghetti that works. And I feel like that's an important part of being the spaghetti king. We need to make a functional spaghetti, not just any old spaghetti. Okay, now we can connect this to... I don't actually know what we're going to connect this to. Maybe we filter out the blue first. Oh gosh, it's good. Finding stuff is always going to be chaos. Okay, that can go there, this can go there, and this can go... Actually, we don't need to filter out the blue, do we? It'll get filtered out up there. As long as it's not too backed up, we should be fine. Yeah, okay. So this gives us a lot more belt assembly machine power, so at least we have that. I just got like 4 calls and like 3 texts as like a automated reminder of something, which I think is a little bit excessive. Just a tad. Okay, so I don't know if this produces enough space. I think it should. So we'll probably need to uncraft rocket silos at some point. And like satellites, but it produces way too much for us. Okay, we researched beacons, right? Okay, so this can just be... Honestly, we can use any of these as random crafting, can't we? Yeah, oh, I would really like to do... Actually, why isn't this running? Oh, we accidentally backed it up. I would like to do circuits. How do we get circuits? We need to figure out how to research circuits. Also, I definitely didn't need the double inserters here, but not a huge problem. Yeah, we can definitely limit how much stuff we have based on what's in these chests, which would be fantastic. We just need to get... Ooh, logistics system will work. We can just use a logistics storage. That's fine. Okay, what else can we make? Sure, chests are useful. I don't think I need a single burner inserter. Small electric pole. Yep, that's useful. Active provider, why is it giving me these ones? Okay, what can you do with active providers and requesters and buffers? Not much. Not much, but maybe we're pretty close to bots. Construction bots, okay. Sure, I guess we start with personal robots. Okay, this should get us some more stuff. Electric drills, you know, I don't think those need to be automated yet. They don't seem that important. Let's see, what here do we need a lot of? Beacons? I feel like beacons are going to be useful to have a lot of, so we can start using modules. We don't need this automated. We should just have a chest that is... Why don't we have any that aren't automated just for handcrafting? That makes so much more sense. Okay, and then I wanted personal lasers, and I just realized we don't actually have power for our armor. So it's not really power armor Mark II, it's just armor Mark II at that point. Which is a little bit disappointing. Ooh, we can spawn a single gun turret, so we can see what that does. I doubt it will do much because we don't have ammo, but at least it's a start. Okay, so beacons, useful. Oh gosh, we're gonna be spending so much time trying to filter things, aren't we? Power poles, sure. It'll also be useful. We can do, if we stopped... This is better. Yeah, this is way fewer chests. No, this is... Since we're using logic anyway, this definitely makes more sense. It significantly reduces the amount of inserters we need. And it's way easier to set things in groups as well. Let's see, that is missing regular belt. Okay, so that should be everything. I feel like I was bitten by a mosquito. Did anybody see that? I don't know why anybody would have. That wouldn't make sense. But I do feel like I was bitten by a mosquito. Which is slightly annoying. It's that time of year where they just even get into your house. And they're not fun. I hate mosquitoes. I don't think anybody likes mosquitoes, to be fair. So I don't think that's a controversial statement. But I thought it needed to be said. Because it's like right on my palm. Where I'm resting on the controller. Or resting on the keyboard. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Also, do we have space for a chest somewhere? Yeah, let's do chest storage here. Okay, I feel like all the belts in one chest is actually a bad idea. Also, this kind of storage doesn't really work with random logic, so hopefully we can eventually get rid of the random junk. But yeah, this might actually back up a lot more significantly than I want it to. But at least we have this. Okay, so all of the outputs here are going to connect to the logistic network. And we'll try to keep less than 50 of these. We'll keep less than 50, less than 100 undergrounds, less than 100 splitters. Okay, none of those are going to work at all. Actually, wait, I feel like they should be working right now. Right? Oh, no network in range defaults to off. Okay, I did not know that. Not like that's not a huge deal, but it is news. Definitely is news. Okay, so this has not made us power armor yet. That's fine. We have gotten personal lasers though. That part's nice. I just realized we haven't filled out our hopper at all because it just hasn't felt useful. because we haven't had anything to place. We can probably start doing that now. Inserters, we can get belt, we can get splitters, we can get power poles, we can get nothing there that we really need. Okay, research is going good though. Okay, now that we can do bot stuff, I really want stack inserter size. We're just going to research all of them. They're going to be going for a while, but they're currently the most important thing I see right now because they double the speed of a lot of our stuff, which seems very, very useful. Not these things, but at least the stack inserters. And just regular inserters, honestly. We're going to get a pretty decent boost from it. Okay, RoboPort. This is going to tank our power. Let's get the path providers set up first. Okay, so this can produce path providers, this can produce storage chests. Those, I think, should be automated. Which one's which, though? Let's see. We have red, we have yellow. Less than 50 of each. So we're doing a new one just because I needed a break. The goal of the other one is actually to launch 34 rockets. We'll be doing 10 because single player. I do want to continue it. I just didn't want to do it today. I did not feel like just launching 10 rockets in effectively wave defense mode, because apparently they also summon waves. But yeah, we do have confirmation of what the goal is. We have not reached it. We were not even well, we were a tenth of the way there, I guess. Honestly, rockets aren't that expensive. We just weren't up to it, basically. Okay, this is looking better. Awesome. I am... Well, I say I'm content with it. We don't actually have power yet, but at least it's a start. Okay, cool. How do we get power? We do have solar panels. They are slightly cheaty, but I'm going to be honest, I don't care that much. I would be okay with my base running in the evening half the time. But yeah, we'll just use them. They're slightly cheaty because Always Day is on, but solar panels are so garbage, it's not going to get me very far. It's just launching 34 rockets without anything in there. I'm not sure. I don't know if they needed a satellite. They might need a satellite, I'm not... we would have to confirm that. So we might need to do research and set up satellite production, but that's not that much different. But when you launch them, it's supposed to summon some waves. And then they can get pretty bad, which is why they recommended I turn it down to 10 rockets, or 9 or 10 rockets instead of 34, because that's a lot of waves to fight solo. Okay, we are 100% gonna back up on spawn essence pretty soon. It's gonna be great. Also, we can start replacing a lot of these with stack inserters, which would be nice. Not like that will increase the speed that much, but at least it's something. Same with here. Actually, this speed will be increased pretty significantly, at least for outputting from the buffers. Okay, so that should double the speed of everything that is inserter limited. Triple the speed of these. Okay, cool. Much better stack situation. These got an improvement. It's only 2%, so admittedly it's not that important, but it is nice. Express transport belts. Okay, how can we... Is this just not possible to spawn express transport belts? Outside of random belts? I mean, fortunately belts are used a lot, so I don't think these are going to cause anything to back up a ton, but it is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, that makes me think that this, and... Yeah, that's not going to produce a ton, but we'll remove it anyway. Should have their own chests. Because I feel like they are probably the biggest sources of backing up. Let's see, where's this thing? This can be like somewhat automated pretty easily, I think. But honestly, let's just roll with it for now. Okay, so we got yellow belt, we got red belt, and we have blue belts. This is such an annoying mall to expand. I don't think I could have made a worse mall, especially since it's going... Can I move this? Can I make another? No. That would have been cool, though. Okay, so I really want to set up nuclear power. I don't think that should be my goal right now. But we can definitely get nuclear power from, like, reverting atomic bombs or something, which I think is really cool. Oh, we can spawn huge inserters. Oh, wait, let's look at that. Let's get that. And then we need... What is it called? Power armor... What do you put in power armor? RC portable fusion reactor? Nice. Figured it out. Oh my god. That is very, very far away from happening anytime soon. You know, I don't think that's a priority. What about a pistol? How do we get ammo? Wait, how do I get ammo? Whoa, what is this chain? Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Let's not look at that. This breaks the Factorio tech tree. It does not know how to handle that. Ammo? You know what? Nuclear ammo. Oh, that's so expensive. A lot of these things are expensive. So this is the cheapest ammo we can get. What about laser turrets? These are fairly cheap. Okay, I'm trying to think how we can get some defenses. Currently, we don't produce a ton of pollution because everything is just magically appearing. But there are technically biters, and we only have power armor and a stick. And while technically, yes, we will not take much damage, I don't want to have to beat all the enemies with a stick. It doesn't sound very effective, so I would like to avoid it if I can. We do have gun turrets, which... Okay, someone was hoping that maybe gun turrets would spawn biters, but that... It makes sense that they don't, but that would have been pretty great. I would have been okay with that. Okay. This seems fine. I'm realizing these produce so few research essence, we probably could have just... Oh, wait, I thought of a better way to design things. I thought of a redesign for the mall that is so much better. Okay. Yeah, no, it's way better. Okay, well, we haven't really done much with the top half, so it's fine. We can use the same amount of space. We don't need the inputs. We do need double outputs. Ah, okay, I think I've got something. We'll put a chest here, though. And then I feel like we need a lot of chests. But yeah, everything looks good so far. Let's get one Roboport just for logic. Honestly, we don't need logic anymore. Yeah, okay, so much for wanting to use circuit networks. We don't really need that anymore. But here's my idea. Let's just output directly into a chest. So the reason I was outputting on a belt is because I thought research essence would be like recycled. So in my mind, we could take from the belt that we were outputting on. It turns out that's not a thing that you have to do. So it's just a waste of time. But yeah, we can just output directly into the belt, and then we can output from the belt with a filter inserter to get the blue stuff back, and we can double side this very easily. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. But I guess that's what happens when you learn stuff as you continue on, huh? Now we can still limit the size, but honestly I'd say 2 stacks of everything is fine. And then for outputting, we just do blue stuff, which has a name. I never remember it off the top of my head. I think it's called research essence. Yeah, that should be fine. And look at that, we have a whole like 50 belt. We need to improve our belt production drastically. Okay, now that things are actually running, and now that we have stack size, we're actually going to run into issues with production speed, which is fantastic, but is definitely problematic. Now, currently, I think we're actually belt limited, so we can side swap here. Which one's which? Actually, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but we can change it afterwards. See, where's the red stuff? Again, spawn essence, I want to say. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I chose wrong. Excellent. Okay, perfect. And now we can just add a splitter halfway through. I think right there. We have so many splitters. we have way too many, that's for sure. Okay, I think this technically can soft lock, but I guess it's fine because this is just a mall. It doesn't need to produce stuff constantly. Okay, I'm content with how this looks. Oh my gosh. You know how I said I got like 4 calls? I also got a voicemail and like 3 texts. It's not that important. Don't send that. Don't send that many. Automated messaging systems are great. I mean, I guess they are better than a spam call. But I don't think that's something to be proud of, right? Like, I think standards should be a little bit higher, you know? Better than a spam call. Yay. Okay, and then we definitely need more of this junk, which we're finally at the point where you can afford regular belts sometimes. Now, doing it with the other belt is fun. I will admit that. I like it. Only issue with it is that you can't really tell where you need to improve your, production. Like what's lacking when you use undergrounds everywhere. Also, it's really hard to shift it by a tile if you're off. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need dedicated builds, that's for sure. This is working pretty good though. Spawn essence is producing pretty well. Are we really just straight up belt limited that heavily? How are we possibly going to expand our base? I know we need to use trains, but the thing is, how far away are they? Oh, they're not that far. Actually, trains are pretty close. Okay, we can start researching trains. Also, the idea of using artillery as our first military... This is the easiest way, one of the cheapest ways to get ammo is to start researching military rockets. Okay, that's great. I do like the idea of artillery just immediately decimating the closest thing. So we can start researching it until we get another idea. Oh wait, power. Should we go for nuclear power? It's 34 with satellites or 10 for me. Okay. That sounds about right. Why would it be easy? Why would they be satellite-less rockets? At least research is going good. Okay. Ooh, can I get... Wait, we can get modules. I forgot. We have access to modules. And then we also have access to beacons. Okay, hold up. I think I'm onto something. So we have access to modules and we have beacons. So we're going to do efficiency beacons, which is usually a waste, but we are limited on power still. We're not going to be limited for that long, but let's make an efficiency beacon because the idea of that is really dumb. But yeah, the playthrough for today is things are reversed. Not in like a literal sense, but we basically just spawn things out of nowhere. And like the tech tree is largely reversed. And our goal is to make the crash site, apparently, which we didn't know that going in. It makes sense. But yeah, I wasn't entirely sure what the end goal was. But yeah, we have to make the thing we start with. And I'm assuming it requires us to research basically everything as well. So it's not going to be a short playthrough. That's for sure. Also, I love this this module spread. Like 2% chance of efficiency module 3 is pretty crazy. Like some of these things are insanely cheap. And then there's things like blue belt, which is really hard to get. Actually, straight belt in general, I think, is hard to get. Yeah, nothing gives us dedicated belt except for this, as far as we can tell. That doesn't necessarily mean that's true. Single express, but it doesn't look like there's anything else that says single express anywhere. But yeah, it's a cool mod. It's way less literal than I thought it would be going in, but it's still neat. Now this is actually inserter limited, so this is I really wasn't expecting this to be so high throughput. We're working on trains next, right? Yeah. Let's do rail signals. I guess we can get gates or automated train setup. That would be useful. Now, I think this right here is our ticket for nuclear power. Unless there's a better way. Let's see, uranium-235. This might also just spawn power out of nowhere. Never mind. This seems way simpler. This seems like a much simpler way to get nuclear power. Yeah, let's just start going towards nuclear. Why not? Why can't I queue that up? There we go. We forgot Covrex. We're going to be researching for a while before we get anything new with that. We'll need to be prepared to, like, shift things around. Maybe this can get us everything we need for nuclear. No. Okay. There might be a faster way. So technically, these two by itself can get me nuclear fuel cells. Actually, wait, can't something else get me nuclear fuel cells? Or uranium fuel cell? I thought something in here just summoned uranium fuel cells. Maybe I was looking at this one. No, I swear I saw it somewhere else. Fuel cell. Is it just this one? Or maybe it's something we already had? I guess I'm just imagining it. Also, why does this produce belts? Oh, it doesn't. There are just belts in there already. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so spawn essence can just go wherever. I think I might have to use... I'll probably use logistic bots for this one. I don't know, maybe not. Logistic bots always feel kind of cheaty to me. Okay, let's see if we can set up... see if we can improve labs a little bit. So, productivity modules, obviously useful. However, this is not going to increase the speed. So we're also going to give them some speed modules. And then on the other side, we're going to give them efficiency modules, which feels wrong. Because who cares about efficiency modules? But yeah, I haven't found a source of power yet, so... That did not do nearly as much as I thought it would. What is using that much power, actually? Actually, what is using that much power? These by themselves are using 6 megawatts. How did we suddenly jump up to 36? I've got nothing. Did we actually module something else? Do you think this is lying about the power requirement? I feel like this is lying about its power requirement. Because these do not add to... Like, there's no way these add to 36 megawatts. Like, these all add to 10. Or 1, maybe. 1 or 2. And then these by themselves do add an extra 7. It's Monday. Yeah, it's a Monday. That is true, right? You can't argue with that. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. But is it because this isn't powered that I'm not getting the energy effect and it's creating like a weird equilibrium where I'm only sometimes getting the power reduction? But it's still affected in the UI. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff at this point, but you know, maybe that's something that could happen. I mean, it is possible. I don't know. That doesn't sound completely made up. Only largely made up. I love how the existence of these beacons has only increased my power. We'll just come back when we have something more concrete. Because at the moment, less power doesn't seem like a great option. Okay, we can actually keep the productivity modules, though, which is nice, because we are inserter limited. Cool. This is very broken. Okay, we can technically fit a buffer chest here. Awesome. Cool, that should keep it running a little bit longer. We definitely need to figure out how we can deal with all this red junk, because currently we do not consume nearly as much as we produce. We don't really have a sink for that, actually, at all. At least this stuff is... I was gonna say at least this stuff is working, but literally none of it is. Literally none of it's working. We accidentally backed it up whenever we side swapped. We didn't fully clear the side swap. Okay, and then this I want to produce roboports. Those seem useful to produce in surplus. Yeah, I guess we can just have an infinitely long mall. Like, where can we go? How can we go wrong with that? Ooh, we can uncraft a beacon. Again, not useful, but we can do it. We can uncraft a nuclear reactor. You know, we could concrete our base pretty easily if we produce nuclear reactors and uncraft them. Like, that's probably cheaper than making landfill, than just straight up making concrete out of thin air. Let's see. This can get us... Well, that doesn't get us anything. This is the stuff we can spawn for free. Anything useful here? No. Did we finish artillery? I guess we can spawn a pistol. I don't think we can spawn ammo yet, though. No, we can't spawn ammo. Okay. Does anybody know how to get power? Why is power the hardest thing to come by? I mean, okay, technically I can just mine coal, right? Like, that is a thing that can be done. So maybe I should just start with the basics. Let's do steam turbines, which is very much usually a space-saving metric. But in this case, I think there's not really a difference between the cost of a steam turbine and a regular turbine, right? 8 probability numbers and 3 essence versus I don't actually know. One of them's definitely cheaper, but I feel like the cost of that stuff for mall purposes, we can assume is 0. It seems reasonable to me that we can say it's negligible. Okay, I really wish these could saturate an entire belt. Also, I think we can stop producing belt here and actually do more useful things. Okay. So blue belt, blue belt, blue belt. So the idea is to connect it here. We're going to try to do it with as little blue belt as possible because we don't have much. We have 7. We produce so little blue belt. I don't think blue belt is going to be the answer to our problems all the time. Wow, we don't even have enough for that corner. Okay, I see how it is. We do surprisingly have 1 there. Okay, I guess that's all right. Just to the man, I got the power, and I'll have power. You know what? That is a good point. How do we research swords? Because I think this is a key part of that strategy, right? Because I feel like he needs his fancy sword, which I cannot think of the name of. But it's definitely a key part of He-Man. And that will give us the power. There's also what's his name? What is his name? Oh my gosh. My mom's gonna hate me. Who is the very majestic blonde singer with a fabulous fashion? Who is in Labyrinth? God, what is wrong with my memory? David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie. Okay, I had to Google him. I guess he's not blonde. Like a dirty blonde. David Bowie. Isn't there like a song in Labyrinth where he's like, I got the power? Or something like that? That seemed right. Billy Idol? That also seems like a reasonable guess. It was a pretty vague description. I think describes anybody who is a eccentric rock star person. So definitely could have used a more specific description, I imagine. Okay, I guess that's fine. I really wish we could get more belt. We need a sink for red junk. Actually, no, we don't. We need grenades. Yes. Okay, if we get grenades and we get a bunch of chests, then we can just destroy it. I think it's a little bit destructive, but it is technically a viable option. So it's something we should consider. Also, I love how we technically have bots, but we don't have the power to run them, so we just kind of... They're just kind of chilling. They're being chilling. Okay, now this one is very limited by inserter speed, but that's okay. Okay, so we definitely can keep this as a vague recipe. Generic recipe, not vague recipe. That doesn't apply at all. Then we did get rid of the splitter here, so we do need to re-split this. Which means this needs to go up a tile so we can fit a splitter. It's not a great spot for a splitter, admittedly. But it does work. Actually, you know what? That worked way better than I thought it did. Okay, so it looks like red belt is fairly affordable. Yellow belt's very affordable, but it's kind of trash. We can eventually just demake all the stuff we don't care about, I guess, which is nice. Okay, but the whole point of this was to craft miners. Yeah, let's get some miners. And then we have belt, we have power pole. We could do burner inserters. I mean, it does go back to our roots. It's also burner inserters, which, you know, they're not that useful, but, you know, I like the idea. I don't know why that stopped producing. Maybe 4 stacks. Oh, okay, filtering it like this actually doesn't work. Okay, I think we have to do a new plan. Because the problem with this setup is that the chest will eventually back up and then just soft lock itself. So we instead need... What's the easiest option? Okay, you know what? If we can get circuit network, though. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. This is a much lazier option, but it works. Okay, so we are instead going to make it that there's always blue. There's always blue in the chest. And that will serve as a filter. Burner inserters don't tend to be with a good time. So true. We might be a little bit obsessed with them. Also, why am I researching bomb first? Uranium ammo is technically more useful. Okay. So the idea is we put a circuit network, we have it read from this chest. This only activates if this is greater than, I don't know, 10. I don't know what they stack to. 200. We'll do 50. Just in case stack size somehow becomes really high. No, that's insane. Let's do 10. Okay, we need to figure out how we get circuits. We'll probably just spawn them, right? Yeah. Okay, so then we can keep the stack size limit that we had, and we can always increase or decrease it. And things will work better. I think it's a solid plan. Now this is still producing a bunch of junk, but that's not important. Yeah, we don't need those yet. Research seems to be going good. I would actually like to improve research. I was not expecting it to be limited by these. Wait a minute. We have modules. I don't know how much this will help. But these consume almost no power, so making them consume more power isn't a problem. Okay, we are now incredibly outserter limited. However, we have access to huge inserters, which are very useful. I would also like to eventually remove inserters from there, so we should just research huge inserters. Okay, so this can go here, this can go here. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And then this doesn't go anywhere, so perfect. Now we can repurpose these for something more useful, like this. That's a very important power pole, actually. Okay, it is incredibly belt limited now, but you know what? I would much rather be belt limited than other limited. I may have put too many modules in there. Actually, let's stick with speed ones because they're probably fast enough. It is still a 3 times speed increase, but way less problematic in terms of energy. Honestly, more inserters is definitely better because they're probably going to be more limited by the ability to output 8 different things at once. But that is future me problem. Okay, I think we've made great progress. We finally kind of slightly understand what this mod is doing. That's... Okay, when I put it like that, it doesn't sound like a ton of progress, but I'm happy with the progress. Also, this is going to be very... this is going to be a very long page, I bet. You were asking about power, and you get 2 labs fully filled with speed modules. How much did they eat? Like nothing. 500 kilowatts. I was very surprised by that. Yeah, they're practically free. I don't know why, but I think what was eating all of our power was the beacons somehow. Okay. Perfect. So this will work only if this is greater than 10. So we do have to clear this, but this should be fine. And we're going to just make this do 4. Oh, wait, is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think this is technically fine. Yep, okay, this works. Okay, this should prevent soft locks. Unless well, I don't know. If I grab stuff by hand, it should fix itself. Okay, I think we're good. Just getting ready for 2.0 with the beacons having serious drawbacks. Is it drawbacks? I know it makes them different, but I think they're mostly positive initially, right? Also, are modules something we can put in these? No, that makes sense. But yeah, these are insanely cheap. These are also really cheap. We can probably also start switching over to prod 3s and more of them. At least until we're inserter limited or whatever this ends up being. Okay, I could do this. This would be decent. That does increase the output a little bit. Same with this. And then let's just use a fast inserter. Because like I said, most of the issue here is actually going to be outputting 8 different items at once. Doesn't matter how much the stack size is. We actually might be input limited pretty soon for this one. Fortunately, this one's an easy fix. I just noticed how much huge inserters use while running. 200 kilowatts. Also, why are we low on power? If we probably just get spikes every time an inserter activates. Okay, so that's fine. We don't really need random inserters anymore. Why have we been producing random modules here? Have we even produced a random module? Yeah, but we already have another assembling machine. Okay. That was a good use of time. Okay, burner inserters, drills. This was clearly not capped. Neither was this one. Not inherently a problem, but definitely wasn't my intention. Okay, now let's do roboports. Now this one I think we're gonna have to make a little bit differently than normal, since when I said roboports, I meant to say robots. Construction bots. Okay. Because I want this one to output directly into a Roboport, which means it also needs to output here. So this should just be fine to sideload directly onto this belt. And this is actually inserter limited somehow. That's weird. We don't really have a great way to use these, because Research Essence we use in a 1-to-1 ratio with everything else. But we also produce all the sciences in a 1-to-1 ratio. So that's going to be a little bit funky. And then this can be connected to... Wait, can I just read that? No, let's do circuit network. We'll do robots. No, T, right? I think default is T. Oh my gosh, we cannot click on anything. So I don't know if anyone's noticed really, but the UI is like, probably nobody's noticed, like 5% larger than normal. And it's just really affecting muscle memory. Just enough to slightly bother me, but not enough to actually affect anything. It's perfect. Okay, I don't know why that isn't working. I don't actually know why that's not working. T is less than 500. What? I'm sorry, what? This is such basic logic. Why isn't it working? It should be T. Did I check? Is there a different T? Why? Why do you hate me? You saw Y for Logibots and thought it was Conbots. Ah, yeah, no, it is just a list of letters. But this is the only one I've ever used, so I at least knew T was correct because I've never used any of the others. That I will argue denial or ignorance here. T is 5. T is less than 500. What? What? I can literally see here that T is greater than... is less than 500. Oh. Was that the problem? Thank you. I forgot that I clicked that button. Good catch. Yeah, I don't actually use that button. Almost never, actually. I can't think of any time I've used it. I don't tend to sort things that way, so I guess that would explain why I was just dumbstruck. Okay, so we're going to be researching atomic bomb for a while. But once we do, we'll have nuclear power. Which, you know, if I'm being honest, accumulators look pretty darn cheap. So it might be a little bit of a waste of time to go for these. But, you know, we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to pretend that nuclear power is the best option because it's way more fun. And then hopefully we can get, I don't know, solid fuel or something. Because if I'm being honest, this is not a large coal patch. It will not last for very long. We can add mining productivity, I guess, to make it a little bit better. But it's not even a belt. Those are giant cups of tea. I feel like I missed something. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh. Wait. Is it actually a coffee pot? Or a teacup? Oh, yeah, no, that 100% is. How have I not noticed that? I thought it was like some weird futuristic assembling machine because it was circular. Didn't even see the handle. It cannot be interpreted any other way. That is 100% just a coffee pot. Or a coffee cup. I, of course, am going with coffee cup because, I don't know. I say that, but like we usually would drink tea out of that unless it's in a diner. But I like coffee more. But yeah, that does scream teacup to me. Definitely doesn't scream teapot. I don't know why I keep seeing that. I'm bad with words. Mining productivity with real mines. What if we start with infinite productivity and then we start losing productivity as time goes on? Also, we don't have water, do we? Wait, we might have offshore pumps. See, that would be fantastic. You know, that there is a chance that that's a thing. We haven't really gone to fluids yet, so there might be some fun stuff that fluids do. See if offshore pump. Okay, good. Offshore pump is a thing. Can I craft thing? Like, can I just craft these in my inventory? No. Bummer. You always found these turbines with normal boilers. I feel like there is supposed to be another word there. Interesting. Ah, yeah. It's more like I had access to turbines. I don't know if I had access to engines. Yeah, so I don't have access to producing pure steam engines, but I can produce pure turbines. So this would just produce a bunch of junk that I don't want, which is why we went with this one. That is the sole reason. I don't I don't know if we can produce pipes. I don't think we have a pipe recipe. Can you pass water through a steam engine? No, that wouldn't do it anyway. Yeah, they're a 1-to-1 ratio, but the cost is just massive. It's not that massive. It's a lot lower than it seems. Like, it's pretty large, but it's not expensive by any means. Like, we're even using it in the burner hundo. It's definitely more expensive, but it doesn't feel as significantly pricier as I'd like. Yeah, we just have to research pipe. That's fine. I just didn't want to have to re-queue atomic bomb, but honestly, it's not a big deal. Boiler lines is 100. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a thing. The issue is that I need to go 4 tiles. I was trying to think of something I could pass through that is 4 tiles long. Maybe we could have done like a bizarre chain of these. Might have worked. I don't know if that would have worked. Technically, yes. Technically, yes, this could have worked. We don't have enough tanks, though, for it to be that viable. That would have been a great solution. That doesn't work either. Okay, random junk it is. Cool. We need a single pipe. Come on, give that to me. Please. I need 1 pipe. Why do you hate me? Boiler plus pump repeats give you the 12 play throughput. Oh yeah, we're about to start working on the power plant in my 100% design. And by working on the power plant, I mean trying to figure out how we can convert the normal 100% design to ours. Because surprisingly enough, despite Burner Hundo having like 1/3 of the overall production, we need like 70% of the water as a normal hundo, I think. Because burner inserters are just so garbage. Which I think is really fun. But we produce a total of 2 to 3 gigawatts, but since we have to do it with exclusively steam power, our water requirement is like 4 to 5 times as much per gigawatt. It's fun. Yeah, we do need 2 gigawatts to power the assembling machines and stuff. Okay, we have more power. Awesome. RNG, but the numbers are actual material. Oh yeah, the little number things that we're producing are just called like random number or something or other. But yeah, those inserters are called huge inserters. They are 10 times the throughput of a stack inserter. Although currently they're 60 times, no, currently they are about 30 times the throughput of a stack inserter. Because we haven't researched all the stack inserter upgrades. But yeah, they're pretty nice. Okay, we should have more of these by now. Honestly, this should be a stack filter inserter. What am I doing? I'm like sitting here wondering why this is throughput limited. There we go. I say that, but that fixed literally nothing. Okay, how are we going to do this? You know what? We're gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Felt prio right. And we're just gonna place a bunch of chests. And they will buffer things until the end of time, because why not? We don't really have a great use for it yet. We'll do... Actually, if we stop this, that also helps. We don't really need these. Yeah, junk is everywhere, but it's being sorted. That's what matters. Well, I say that. I think it's being sorted. Okay, can we get fast inserters? I don't think fast inserters are something we can produce automatically. So we do have to keep doing RNG inserters, which is a little bit annoying. That's fine. Yeah, the bots are... Just ignore that. What can we get... What can we do to get bot speed? Okay, bot speed's not terrible. It does start us with the last one, which is nice. Well, not an infinity one. But it does start it with plus 65%, which is technically better than the first tier. It's also, you know, more expensive. Yeah, I am also used to having fast bots. Because I've been playing space exploration. So they're still slower than what they are in Hundo. Just fully upgraded vanilla. But then I switched to the Meme Run Monday stuff and have unupgraded bots, and it just reminds me how far we've really come. If this mod is generated by algorithms, you're starting to wonder how it would work with SE. It feels like there's a lot of deliberate choices here. Mostly the fact that there's no way to spawn specifically regular belt feels weird to me if it wasn't a like actual decision by them to do every time. I guess you could just make it that it never spawns any form of straight belt. But it just feels like they want to mess with me. And are deliberately causing pain. Okay, so how do we get this working again? I guess we can just do that. I mean, it's a start. It's not a great start, but we don't have a way to use all this junk yet. So until that happens, we just gotta live with it. Most people, yeah, that's true. Most people do just want to mess with me. I mean, there's like that entire mod that scenario that someone told me about to mess with me. Been sent multiple mods to just be like, hey, do this, and it's suffering. So I should not be surprised at this point. But then again, I do encourage the behavior, so it's on me. Okay, so what if we start setting up trains? Because obviously trains are the future. There is no way around that. The real question, though, is how do we get rail stuff? So at the moment, randomized everything for rail is the strat, which I don't love. But that's okay, because it's still important. But yeah, we're just going to get a little bit of everything. How do we get... Oh my gosh, wait, I just realized something. We can spawn nuclear fuel out of nowhere, can't we? No? Wait, what? Nuclear fuel. Ah, that's a much later recipe, isn't it? Wait. Shouldn't we be able to spawn nuclear fuel at some point? Ah, it's Coverex. Okay, so once we get this, things will really start looking up. Encourage people to do something. People start doing it. Pikachu face. That's literally me right now. But yeah, this one. This will solve our power problems. We will have a nuclear fuel powered base slightly before we have a nuclear base. But this will be a great stepping stone. I think that's fun. Okay, so obviously research is limiting right now. How can I set up a train network to help? So the issue with the train network is that the trains don't go that fast, so I'm not sure how limited we will be. But obviously trains are better than nothing, right? Maybe we use a series of trains? Like, maybe I don't need to move the... Wait, how wide are these? Okay, wait, hold up. So we don't necessarily need moving trains. We just need a train on a train track. Now, this might just be me doing literally anything I can to not learn trains in this game. But I am committed to that bit, so that is what we're doing. Okay. This is great. Yeah, it's wagon lines. Okay, but but these wagon lines are so much better. Because these are wagon lines that have a max throughput of like 1,200 items per second, right? Like this is a good wagon line. That is way, way better. Like, I think that's something we need to talk about. Like, that's wild. It depends how much that can spawn, but yeah, this is... Oh, it's also a wagon line that uses 600 kilowatts per wagon, so that's also something we need to acknowledge. But you know what? Let's save that for later. And then, can we have two grabbing from the same wagon? Not really, but I think that's okay. Because we can grab from multiple lines. Yes. We are onto something here. Okay. Yes. Okay, I like this. I think. Because the power actually... Well, I guess the power doesn't matter that much when on average. Yeah. Okay, we will eventually get an actual train. And we'll place it here. Maybe, yeah, I'm not going to make promises. We might not get an actual train. We might just accept this because I think it's really fun. But, you know, there's a chance. I'd say like 30-30. That doesn't add to 100. But, you know, maybe. 30% chance seems reasonable. I don't think I can promise any more than that. We are missing inserters, which we should have in random chests. Okay, that's not that many. You can split it each time one wagon. Oh, that's true. We could split it. So theoretically, we could use this as an actual, like, train. And then one of the wagons just supplies this one, and then the other train goes elsewhere. Okay, yeah, I think I see it. Then we could also go from the other side. I do like the idea that we can just, like, kind of split it. We do lose throughput as we go, but if we're just trying to go to as many assembling machines as possible, that's a good vibe. I wonder... We could also rotate. Wow, our inventory is full. I wonder why that... I wonder how that happened. I say as I have the most random junk everywhere. Okay. So we can go horizontally, right? Yeah. Okay, so we do need more rails for this. You know, technically they will build it in time. I wish it was a little faster, but I believe in him. Okay, so this lets me do 1 into 3. That's not bad. I don't know if this is better. But it's different. 30% for yes, 30% for no. The 40% is other. Yes. And the other is 30% of that yes is also gone. Okay, I don't think we really have the huge inserters to make this work. We need to add huge inserters to the list, and we need to move it up. I like how many times I've canceled atomic bombs. Honestly, that needs to be a counter, considering how slow this research speed is going. We need to be keeping track of how many times we've canceled it. Okay. So I think there is a problem with this design, but I don't think it's that much of a problem, but it is technically, it might be an issue. That's not the problem though. The powering it wasn't the issue. Basically, I've acknowledged that these produce way more items than they can, so this is wasteful of labs, but these are more limited by the amount of items stack inserters can grab than they are by actual stack speed or anything like that. I know it's not called stack speed, but I cannot think of the name. But yeah, basically the gist of it is they are limited by things they should not be. Just because 8 items, 3 inserters, obviously a little backup. If this goes really fast, which it can get really fast. It has 8 module slots. Technically, are product modes a thing? No, that would be silly. Tacos, yeah, what's up, Frab? Welcome, welcome. Tacos every day. Okay, this isn't working. Oh, duh. That's why it's not working. Yeah, did this do anything? No. It really didn't. I don't think this is a good design. I think it just wastes space, but I like the idea of it, at least. Let's do a splitter. And then... There we go. We should be good. Oh, what were you up to? Were you doing some speedrunning? Okay, I think it's also time we upgrade this to at least red belt, at the very least. Reverse Factorio, alright, looks interesting. So automation research equals win. Making the crash site equals win, actually. Automation research is a reasonable guess. But we have to get basically every research, and then that unlocks the crash site. And then you might see in various places, I am using a lot of underbelt. That is because I can produce blue belt as blue belt. I cannot place, or sorry, I can produce blue splitters. I can produce blue undergrounds directly. I cannot produce blue belt by itself. So a lot of times underbelt is way cheaper because blue belt only has like a 2% chance of being made compared to any other belt. It's kind of annoying. Oh, you're doing your 1,000 times science run. Nice. What science have you gone up to? But yeah, we have produced a grand total of like 200 regular blue belt this entire time. And we already have like 1,000, 2,000 transport belt that we just cannot use. So I want to, reduce that whenever I can. Yeah, let's make this less throughput limited whenever we can. We'll probably have to eventually sideload this at separate points. But for the moment, we are no longer belt limited, so that's good. We're actually... we're actually input limited, because this is not centered. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, I honestly thought we would be not inserter speed limited, so this did not work at all. Might as well not use extra power then. Let's see, 28 6 hours in or so. You're at 2k science per minute of red, green, and blue. Now upgrading power and finally getting military going. Very nice. Just getting military that late sounds terrifying. Because I imagine, how have you been defending against, like, biters? Just extreme amounts of gun turrets? With, like, I guess you could have piercing rounds. I guess bullets are cheap at that point. It's just, you probably don't have flamethrowers or anything, right? Do these not produce power? Do these consume power? Because I know that was suggested as a joke. Maybe I didn't actually connect it to my base. Oh my god, the 2 halves of my base aren't connected. Oh, so that's why power has been so stodgy. Okay. Yeah, I imagine biters are still there. That was just a guess, though. It could just be military for research. So you push with a lot of nades, but have pollution turned down. Okay, gotcha. So you're not like already at behemoths and suffering. That does make a lot more sense then. Okay, so we can finally afford beacons. Now, the last time we tried these, they did not work. I don't know why, but it was not effective. We were trying to do efficiency beacons, actually. But honestly, these use such little power. Maybe that doesn't matter. Because it turns out that the cost to run the beacon was actually significant. And I think because we couldn't run the beacon, we couldn't decrease the cost of the beacon. Maybe? I don't know. Either way, when we first tried placing beacons, it somehow consumed 35 megawatts from 14 beacons. None of the numbers added up, but we just kind of had to go with it. Okay, did that increase our speed at all? Yeah. Yeah, it did. Okay. This should be like a 50% increase in speed. And then we still have the other side as well. And then we can do a construction port. Yep, perfect. I'm not really sure if we're going to be insider limited anytime soon, so I just kind of have these being placed. We can do this, right? The issue is I don't think we technically have those kinds of beacons, but it's worth a shot. It definitely is worth a shot. Yeah, this is our beacon production, by the way. Our beacon and module production. It is very backed up. Let's see, 46% now. What happens at 50? Is that big biters? Because that sounds terrifying. Yeah, I don't think these efficiency modules are doing anything. No, they're helping. They're not helping. I forgot, these consume an incredibly small amount of power. So no wonder why the efficiency modules did nothing. Let's get extra speed. What are those guys doing? I think I made them sad. Might have destroyed their goals, crushed their dreams, which is not ideal. What you doing? Let's fix that. Let's just fire you, I guess. That's maybe not a great way to not destroy their dreams, but it technically worked. Okay. So labs are looking pretty good. I would like more labs. Okay. Now the real question is, why did I place something so close to my production and not think it would get in the way? But the real question is, can I copy and paste this? And the answer is yes. That is amazing. Okay. Look at that. This is a... I was going to say, look at that. This is a build we can copy, but it really isn't. I mean, it tessellates, but it doesn't tessellate perfectly. But that's okay. Let's do splitter. I think we have enough blue belt, and this is an important enough build that I think we can live with that. Technically, bots should be able to build all of this. I know now my bots were locked. We have not once built storage chests. That makes so much more sense. Oh, wait, did we just get all the science we needed? There's no way. We were so far from researching it. Oh, wait, like 80% of our time was doing atomic bomb. Never mind, that makes a lot of sense then. Yeah, no, that tracks. I think we can do nuclear power. I don't know exactly how, but I feel like we can do it. Let's say we can spawn centrifuges. Those don't do anything, but we can spawn them. Can we do medium poles? Power. No, what's it called? Electric. That's a ways away. We can do substations. Okay, substations are the way. How did I get these? What did I get these from? Medium. Like, I obviously have medium electric poles. Does anybody happen to remember how I got these? Probably there is a random power thing, grouped energy. No? Okay, grouped energy pipe distribution. Sure, that tracks. Okay. Yeah, this won't fly. 50% is big biters. Okay, yeah, that sounds a little terrifying, but if you're close to military, I guess that makes it a lot better. Okay, I think I see the vision now. We definitely do not have... Oh wait, we can make these now. We can just straight up make these. Okay, never mind. I'm sitting here like wondering how the heck we're gonna get more of these, but it doesn't matter because we can just make them directly. Which they use an insane amount of power, but we should be getting free nuclear pretty soon. Okay, we're gonna copy this. And we forgot to copy it before the recipes, so it's just gonna go... It's gonna get pasted a couple times and then overwritten. There we go. Okay, we don't have the fastest bots, but they're doing what they can. They're vibing. That's what matters. Okay, what can we make? We obviously need fuel cells, which we literally just spawn out of nowhere. Okay, well that's pretty easy. And then with the fuel cells, oh, we can also just spawn ammo. We can spawn atomic bombs. Do we have a rocket? I'm gonna get a rocket. Wait, how do I get a rocket? I think there's like spawn grouped pistol, right? Yes. So there is this base right here. We haven't taken care of it yet, but I think this will do great, right? I don't think there's a better solution for it. This should not be producing here. I guess that's fine. We might just hand feed that a bit. Because the group stuff we shouldn't really be doing here. Substations? What do substations do? Oh, you just mean to make this prettier? Yeah, that's a good option. Or you reminded me I need to craft them. Also valid, thank you. It's risk green. Artillery was also a good option. I've never used an atomic bomb before though, which is why I was leaning towards that one. I guess we can just keep it there. Get us all the guns. Okay, substations. Steam turbines we should already be getting. Heat exchangers. Heat pipes. Okay, is that everything we need for power? Technically we need after pumps, so we don't need a ton of them. Yeah, I guess nuclear power is pretty darn easy when you don't have to care about the cost. Then I don't know if we got the reactor already. I think we missed the reactor. Yeah, we missed the reactor. Okay. This will take a while. Unless we do some hand feeding, but that's okay. We have a bit. Okay, you know what? We have not saved yet. We have had autosaves, but we haven't actually saved. Reverse Torio. Which I'm pretty sure translate... I don't know, when I typed reverse Torio into Google, it gave me like reservoirs. So I feel like it means something in another language. Because normally when I type a Factorio mod, the Factorio mod is the first thing that comes up. Like almost always. This is the first time it's ever just given me like, hey, here's Spanish sites. Or I don't know, it looks Spanish to me, but maybe it could be something else. Is there anything I should be aware of with this? Like, will this kill me? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I thought it was gonna blow me up. Wasn't there... Let's see, there used to be a problem with, what was it? Spidertrons? Back in the good old days? Yeah, they didn't even see it coming. I have no regrets. But I was a little bit cruel. You don't know if it's a meme or not, but don't blow up my reactors. I don't plan to shoot them, but... I could see myself testing to see what it did. So it is a fair warning. Because sometimes I'm like, ooh, what does this do? And it doesn't end well. We always have backup saves, but you know, it's not something I should always risk. Okay, so we need landfill, which we should have researched. I like how, like, I'm not even paying that much attention to the end goal right now. I just see something and I want to build it. Like right now, I want to landfill an entire lake, which will be incredibly expensive. But you know, it's a goal. We'll start our power plant here though. Where we destroyed these guys and where there's like the nice little hole in the ground. But yeah, this is gonna be going for a while. Okay, so this is a very important build. So what we can do is we can add a splitter, and then everything important can go here. There we go. Then we have a fast inserter, and then we have nuclear fuel. Actually, let's do blue. If we filter out what isn't there, it's a lot easier. Because then I don't need a generic recipe. Yeah, there we go. Or don't need a generic recipe. Then I have a generic recipe. Yeah, we definitely need to seed it. Most things idle like 80% of the time, so it hasn't been that high prio. Because like we say it's slow, but it is producing like 1 heat exchanger a second, which is really fast. And like 1 nuclear reactor every like 30. So it feels slow because I just pasted it down, but I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Ooh, let's get a furnace. Sure, why not? Let's just do some random text. Actually, wait, I want more research speed. How can I get research speed? Oh, I can just start researching it. Okay. Oh wait, didn't I say I wanted bot speed? I like how when I search bot speed, it shows me the one and says I can't get it because I haven't unlocked the infinite ones yet. Okay, bot speed, research speed, things that are technically useless, but really annoying to not have. Okay, nuclear fuel. Yeah, we'll set up nuclear power and then we'll work on expanding the base. Also, this is silly. This is a waste of blue belt. The only reason I'm using blue belt here is because it's on my hotbar, but considering blue belt is technically a commodity, or like a rare commodity, let's not waste it. Also, power should not go through something as critical as, or sorry, something critical like power should not go through something that we're planning to destroy. Lots of poor decisions there. Okay, that part's fine because this is just, honestly, this has been working great. I'm fine with that. Okay, I guess I can just switch to yellow belt. Okay, it's been a while since I made a nuclear reactor, so we're just gonna throw some stuff down and call it good. Because it probably is. Let's just do, honestly, 1 gigawatt is probably fine, right? Or, this isn't 1 gigawatt, this is like 600 megawatts. Can I do is 2x4 reasonably easy to set up if you don't care that much? It probably is fine. Let's see, we need inputs. We need outputs. Yeah, just do that. Just casually throw that many reactors down. I mean, technically it's possible. The issue with that is I definitely do not think I could do... I could figure out how to set up that many. I guess I don't need to set up all the heat reactors, do I? Like, it's not a big deal at all if I don't have all of the heat stuff running. Also, we could use Logibots for this, but I guess I've already built the belt, so it's too late. Maybe. See, I need a splitter, and then I need a side loader because this is actually going on the wrong side. One fast inserter should be fast enough, right? I hope so. Okay, and then this can filter out the used up fuel cells, which for now, because we literally have no way to get rid of them, we'll just go into a chest. Actually, why would I put them in a chest here when I can just filter them? See, heat for every second on side is okay, even 100% reactor uses it like this. I'm not sure what that means. Like it uses a reactor that just isn't optimal. See, it works fine with non-optimal accounts, it just wastes some fuel. Yeah, I guess fuel is basically free. So that isn't a concern, is it? Like, I'm concerned over not wasting fuel when it is literally the cheapest resource we have. Like, it's never really expensive, but it's really cheap here. Like, for like 5 minutes, we produced this much. Which is a lot. Considering we, yeah, it costs us nothing, and we can expand it by just adding an inserter, I think. No, we're good. I guess it does cost us like 500 kilowatts to produce. Yeah, 100% runners should use this strat. If you can just spawn nuclear fuel out of nowhere, you have a pretty good time. It's definitely something that should be considered. When can we have modded speedruns that just spawn every achievement immediately? That's going to be a challenge, right? Okay, I guess I can use regular inserters for this. Okay, this will work. And we'll use a substation. Just in case we have to get something out of it later. Okay, Roboport. Roboport. Okay, bots can start making stuff for me. Hello, Decabo. Welcome, welcome. It's going pretty good. We are currently making nuclear power. It is going to be very thrown together because it doesn't actually need to run. It just needs to exist. I mean, it needs to run, but it doesn't need to run well. Like, at all. And we're having this many reactors and just in case we use them. It's a perfect plan. Okay, so heat exchangers, I guess we can just put on our hotbar. Heat exchanger. There we go. Yeah, we have coins. I don't know what they're for, but the mod has coins. It's kind of cruel. I thought we were past that. But we are not. Oh, that was the wrong spot. We will be haunted by them for all eternity. And that's okay, I guess. Okay, is the ratio 1-to-1? I don't actually know. Let's see. How lazy do I want to be with that? This is the real question. You know what? I'm gonna go with Theory. We're gonna do this. Oh, actually no, not that. That's silly. Because then I have to use regular pipes. This is better. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Laziness at its finest. This doesn't tessellate, does it? No, it doesn't. Okay, there we go. Will this waste some resources? Yes. Are those resources effectively free? Also, yes. Okay, I don't know how many in a row we can do. Let's see. These consume 100 per second of water, so 12 is pushing it. How are we being attacked? Also, our only weapon...
Tacos every day. Tacos every day.
I mean, we don't have a choice, right? Right? Yeah, we don't have a choice. It had to be done. It's our only defense. We should find another weapon, though, in case they attack our nuclear reactor. Hello, Hufnix. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, tacos every day, especially on a Sunday, even if technically I think it is... It's not Sunday, is it? No. Is it? I don't know. I missed a couple days, so I wasn't sure. Such a disappointment. Yet another person waits YouTube 5 on power rather than green rockets. Okay, hear me out. I'm not using either of that. I'm not using U235 on either of those things. We are spawning them from nothing because of the mod. So one of them is not decreasing my use of the other. Because they're just coming from nowhere. It's Sunday because you streamed. Fair enough. That's a good reason as any. I honestly would have believed it was in fact Sunday. My schedule has been whack all week, so I always lose track of the day when that happens. I'm cheating them. It is the mod. So this is called Reverse Torio. The goal of it is to make the crash site. And I don't really know a ton more than that, but basically we have to make the crash site, and we spawn resources from nothing, and then uncraft them into other stuff. Is it still out of Roboport range? Oh, that would make sense. Well, then we'll do this. Look at that. Now it's going to be in Roboport range. Perfect. But yeah, the general idea of the mod is we spawn things here. Oh, it's out of radar range. Basically, we spawn this general stuff called like random number generator. We basically spawn like some RNG resource, and then we turn that into like research essence, spawn essence, which lets us craft assembly machines, and then I think we'll eventually be uncrafting that stuff into the crash silo. We also have to reverse our way through the tech tree, which has been a lot more annoying than I thought. Ooh, we can go for this. Sure, Spidertron. That's a reasonable thing to get before we have power, or any source of power. It tracks. It makes sense with what this mod is doing. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. You know what? Why don't I just go everywhere? Does it really matter how things connect? We don't have pipes, really, do we? Yeah, this is gonna be the best connection. Okay, that works. That works. Yeah, we just since everything's effectively free, we can have the worst, least efficient nuclear reactor ever. It's fantastic. You wish I would unresearch robot speed so they would get slower. I really wish that was how it worked. I honestly thought that was how it was gonna work initially. I figured we would have to go through the tech tree, and every time we built something, we would lose our ability to produce something else. So it's a little bit unfortunate that is not how it functions, but I guess we can't have everything. This is such a bad nuclear reactor. But it really doesn't matter. I love it. Our power is a little bit low, but I guess that's fine. We actually need to produce more of this. I think we're inserter speed limited. Oh, never mind. We're power limited. Never mind. Yeah, it's serviceable, right? It has water going into half of it. It has half of its fuel reactors connected. So you can say it's effectively working at like 20% speed, right? Oh, 100%, that is what I'm going to be doing. I actually came up here to grab these to replace that really long stretch of heat pipes that I have. You could read my mind there. Okay, so we need offshore pumps, right? I don't think we can make any pipe just by itself. But we can make we can make under pipes by themselves. Okay, that's all right. Is it hot yet? Oh, yeah, we should probably prime it. Good catch. Just so it can at least start heating. And then we don't need this many rails. Although this is completely backed up anyway. Which makes sense. That's not going to do what I want it to do. Okay. This might. Basically, we have a problem of we produce an insane amount of this spawn essence, and we use like 4 spawn essence per entity. But like to get a blue belt, we produce like 500 spawn essence. So I don't really know how to regulate that yet. It is heating up. It's actually pretty close to producing power, so that's not too bad. Okay, hear me out. What if we turn this corner with this? There we go. Okay, that's a little better, I think. And now this one. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, this is gonna have no heat loss. I'm glad we're not gonna waste that heat here. Definitely worth it. We're sitting here unable to afford water, and I'm concerned about heat loss for some reason. Okay, we should be... Okay, we're good on power. I don't know how much we're actually producing. The numbers are definitely lies. No, I shouldn't, right? But what if... what if? I should have just made my nuclear reactor like a normal... I kind of want to make my nuclear reactor like a completely normal steam engine design. Where I just like placed a nuclear reactor as like a 1-to-1 ratio for boilers. Like, hear me out. The spacing isn't right though. No, wait, that doesn't work either. I mean, I guess I could just do that. That has off. Maybe there's like a ratio that works? Because think of how easily expandable this is. That's not too bad. A 3-to-1 ratio. Not the worst thing I've designed, admittedly. It's up there. It's definitely up there, but it's not the worst. That would be so much nuclear fuel. Neighbor bonus would be awful. But hey, we have power now, which means we can put speed mods and things. Okay. So, now that we've done that, we need like a complete redesign of our base. This is going to be very easy to max out. Max stealing from this, isn't it? Uh-oh, biters are attacking again. Well, we still don't have a weapon, so, like, this is still our best option. It's the exact same spot, too. We should be getting a weapon soon. But I think that solution is just way too funny for me to ever want to stop. Which isn't a great reason, but it is my reason. Okay, so now we have to redesign our base. We have about 15 minutes. Okay, so here's my thought process, right? We can have a locomotive here directly next to the Factorio logo, but that limits our throughput a ton. So what we instead should do is have a cargo wagon chain that spreads outwards. Because we're obviously, with how fast these go, these fill up I think these could fill up a wagon way too fast for it to be useful as a train. Never mind, that's almost usable. I kind of thought moving 300 items per second was a little bit higher, but then I remember these stacked to 40k. So realistically, we could have these go directly into a train, but I do want a little bit of a buffer between them. So that way we can maybe get more, get even more inserters here. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we're vibing with. But this definitely is not a good spot. The wagon is halfway through the station. The issue is that we do kind of have our entire mall over here. So the easiest course of action is to actually flip it. Because if we flip it, then we can at least keep our original base while we do it. Which is reasonable. Is this all modded? Yes. So this is a mod called Reverse Torio, which it says it's playing Factorio in reverse. It has a lot of, what's the word? I cannot think of the word. It's taking a lot of liberties on what the word reverse means. Yeah, we could wagon it out. I guess power isn't a concern. Yeah, let's do that. Let's wagon it past to the base. That's not a bad idea. We're going to a wagon anyway, right? Okay, so that one's going to be incredibly limited. Not sure how we're going to fit substations here. I guess we don't need to fit substations here. We can fit medium power poles. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't. No, that we can make this work. We're trying to fit a square, a round peg into a square hole right now. But once we get this set up, I think everything's good. Do you like lose tech over time? No, we start with like none of the researches, but the tech tree is reversed. And we research stuff by just kind of like breaking down this probability number into random sciences. So like research is fairly normal. Honestly, most of it's not really that much reverse right now, except for the tech tree. I think once we have to start getting the crash site crafted, things look a little bit different. Yeah, so now we have to start making Omni Resource, which requires us to just break down everything. At the moment, it's just setting up our infinite spawning junk. That's, you do have a good point. Everything does go in the square hole. But yeah, it's definitely less reverse than I thought it would be. It's really more like, I don't know how many people played, what's it called? Not Tinker's Construct. That's not even close. I cannot think, it's been a long time. Minecraft spawning energy mod? Tech-it? It's pretty old. It's been abandoned a while ago. I cannot think of it. Basically, like, there was this Minecraft mod where you just spawned resources out of thin air. Turn science on? Did I actually stop it? Oh, thank you. That one. The 70% of our science. Fair enough. But yeah, there was a Minecraft mod where the whole gist of it was you just kind of could make things out of nothing. It's matter, the word matter might have been in it. And it feels a lot like that right now. We're just trying to figure out how to make a really stupid base because resources don't matter. Very much not what I expected. Explosive rockets. It would be nice to make ammo. Project E. Project E. I think was the remake of it. Yes, that gives me something. So yeah, EE, equivalent exchange. Thank you. Yeah, Project E was the remaster of it because it was abandoned, and also Project E was largely abandoned. I think it was, unless it finally has something now. It took a while for it. If it did, it took ages for it to get up to snuff. I guess we can just do random junk. I'm glad my description made some sense, because I was not sold on it. But yeah, okay, if we do a chain of trains, that'll let us keep this mall without having to destroy what we have. Now we should destroy the science, because that just requires us moving it over like 5 feet. But the rest of it we can just destroy. Science is actually not going to work that fast if we just shift it. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh wait, hold up. Does that work? Nope. Nope. What do we do with this? So there were more elegant solutions, but it worked, okay? This is what happens when you give someone nuclear bombs for the first time. in Factorio. They might get a little bit carried away with it. This had so many iterations, it's just nice as an in-game mod for mod packs, or even as core of it. Are you talking about this one? Or are we talking about applied energistics? Or, sorry, equivalent exchange. Okay, well, this is alright. We're on to something. I'll take it. We actually need to shift the train, which is definitely problematic. I think my train alignment is bad. We're trying to, like, shift it slightly, which complicates things. That way we can get power poles. We might be able to make it work. Don't know what's blocking this. Okay, technically works. And now we can have power poles. Okay, cool. Everything looks awesome. Now we can power it. Okay, does this do anything? I'm not sure, but it's a start. I actually have stream modded Minecraft once. It was fun. We stopped because I started working on, I was doing it as my non-Factorio thing for a little bit. And then I realized burner hundo is going to be a lot more work than I thought it was. So we had to stop doing the non-Friday, the non-Factorio streams for a bit. I think, oh, we might be able to get another one out of this. Yeah, I think we can get one more here if we chain it through a chest. Okay, cool. That's fine. So that way our edge one isn't completely awful. But yeah, it was a fun like month or so. We did a few streams of it. It was we played through Sevtech a little bit. We finally got to like automation. Actually, it was neat. Made it feel like Factorio. And then burner hundo consumed my life, which is worth it. I love burner hundo. But it's taken a lot of time to do. Unsurprisingly, it is a big undertaking. But yeah, this looks all right. We have so much power. I don't know how accurate that power estimate is, but we do technically have some power. We need radars. How do we get radars? Oh, that's not that far down the tech tree. Okay. Cool. Okay, so radars sound useful. Are you gonna shorten the train to get access to the other wagons? Ooh, that's a good idea. You mean just like cut off the train halfway up? I figured we would spread this one to the sides and split it halfway, but yeah, it makes more sense to just completely shorten it. We could just assume that a quarter of my stuff goes towards science, to be honest. And then if I ever need to re-add it, I can have something take from here and send it back up. Okay, so we can repurpose this if we ever need it later. But yeah, we should definitely switch it to 3 now. We're just gonna keep going up a little bit. Okay, now we should be able to clear it. I have no idea how much... This is a very Factorio thing. This is a very Factorio thing to run into. Having, like, absolutely no landfill, no matter what you do. Even in the mod where landfill just spawns out of nowhere, you have none. Okay, so how do we make this work is the real question. Because I don't really have a vision on how to use this. It's just there. We could start taking from the sides. I mean, our limit is this many inserters. Actually, this many inserters, which is just one less. But yeah, there will be less and less science. Honestly, considering we've done the most expensive one so far, we're going to hit a wall pretty soon next time. Yeah, that's true. We could just have this go up and turn this into a regular train. I mean, it's not a terrible idea, right? Like, these trains do move 120,000 items per second. In my mind, they would fill really fast. And it would be awful to use them as a regular train, but that's really not the case. Because I thought these stacked to like 100. But yeah, we could just hook this up. Can we? Does this line up though? That's the real question. Looks like it might. Okay. I feel like that double thing doesn't help with acceleration. I don't know. Do double headers help with acceleration if you have less than 4? I feel like I've asked that before, but I don't remember the answer. So I guess for now we'll just keep it. Do you have fuel for the train? Of course we have fuel for the train. It's free. Well, effectively free. It's easy to get. There we go. That's a better way to put it. Look at this. Just spawning nuclear fuel. Isn't life good? And because we can... There we go. With rocket fuel, it's not really noticeable. Fair enough. That does make sense. Okay. So we can speed stuff up by taking from this. Ooh, is there any way for me to get this over there? There is. It's a little bit annoying, but I can do it. Okay. Okay, and we are still short on blue belt, so we will use regular belt. We'll go around, and we'll connect this as a supplement for our mall, which we don't normally need, but might as well. There's no reason not to have it. Okay. Then again, use conserve blue belt, because that is partially why this is so slow. Okay, that should be nice. And then if we split this and sideload it, we should be able to just use a splitter, which is one option. That's not the right color belt, but I guess it will work for now. Okay, I have a vision. And the only reason we're doing it this way is because that way we can add a splitter like this halfway down the line and don't have to do the side swap around the bottom. Okay, seriously? Burner inserters, you're still failing me. I know it's because I had a blue belt initially, but still. I thought we would get enough rocket fuel to not notice it. Okay, now these can get stack inserters, and we will have way too much fuel. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we've already backed up the nuclear fuel. We are still a ways away from radar, which is crazy. That is locked behind space science of all things. But yeah, it looks like next time we can set up trains. I don't think trains are that useful, but maybe they're better than I thought. The thing with trains is we can't directly produce rails yet. We have to produce generic train stuff. And I don't know if there's ever... Honestly, there might never be a way to just produce rails. I don't think there is. What would it be called? What is it called? Single rail? Never mind. There's not a way to directly produce rails. There is generic rail recipe. We're just gonna have to accept that our rail production is this junk right here, which is a little bit annoying, but I mean, that's how it is. So yeah, rails are actually incredibly expensive because we have only produced a total of 350. Cool. That's gonna be fantastic. Also, didn't we research artillery? Wait, hold up. We researched artillery. Let's get that set up real quick, because I feel like it's not going to be an issue. Let's see, artillery turret, then artillery shell. Okay. And now we take a blacklist. of this, and we send it to our artillery turrets. And now we have artillery, because someone requested artillery. We could use Logibots. Honestly, I might just use Logibots for this one. Normally I don't, but this seems like a mod where we can justify Logibots fairly reasonably. These don't require power, right? That's only in the mod that added Big Bertha. You know what? That's not where they should be. This is a little bit too close to my base, and considering my defense right now is shooting them with uranium ammo or atomic bombs, I'm just going to put it somewhere far from my whole base. There we go. This is much less of a loss. Okay. That should be fine. We don't really have any upgrades, so I don't know if there's any bases nearby. Never mind. There's probably a base. There's probably a base nearby. I doubt there is anymore, but there was a base nearby. Yeah, let's do some Logibot production then. Oh, look at that. We can place it. We can do it right here too. Okay, so let's do. Oh, we need wire. That's fine. Wire is easy to get. Okay. This same logic, except it will be Y. Yep, that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, let's just use Logibots. Okay, so requester chests are fairly cheap, right? Yeah. So that should be easy enough to set up. Requester chests, and then we could also do active providers. So I can just kind of sort them into nothing. That until I get them. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's not do it on that in case I eventually need the lead. We'll just do this. We'll surround it by charging ports. Remove blue circles out of Logibot's production. Thank you. Ah, just as I expected. We were prepared for this. I might have done that a little bit close to my roboports, but you know what? They don't have anything in it yet, so it's fine. This is very much a beam run and less suffering than I expected, but it's too silly to pass up. Okay, this is probably going to be speed limited, right? Yeah. Oh, because we're producing so many chests right now. Also because this is limited by belt speed. Okay, so these... Can't tell if these are speed limited, actually. I think it should be fixed now. Looks like we were just missing some transport belts in a couple spots. Okay, there we go. Now it's competing with roboports. Not a problem anymore. Okay, requester chests that we can just place here, and voila. Life's good. That will produce everything infinitely, but it's fine because with how long this took to back up, I think we're okay. It really doesn't. It's really fun. Like, I think we have access to uranium ammo and portable fusion reactors for personal defense. Actually, let's do that real quick. Portable fusion reactor. Wait, that's a portable roboport. What's it called? Fusion reactor. I thought we got portable fusion reactor. Oh, this doesn't get us the ability to make this. Oh my gosh, it does. We have a 1% chance of getting it. Okay, so it's called grouped equipment. And it is just gonna get us the most random junk. Gotta love it. Yeah, I have no vision of how we're gonna make a base, if anyone's wondering. If it's not obvious. No idea what we really need. It's just really fun just building the most random things that come to mind. Okay, I guess we can put this where we normally put assembling machines. Okay, and we'll just do grouped equipment here. And then another huge inserter. Actually, no, let's do a group of stack inserters is better. We really need to start carrying around substations. Actually, that's incredibly easy to do, isn't it? There we go. We can carry around substations now. I think. I hope so. But yeah, this will probably make these produce a little bit slower, but these are fine. Right? It's 15 seconds times 50 compared to 30 times 2,000. Honestly, that's why like nuclear reactors came so fast, because we were stuck on atomic bomb for ages. Because it went from 5,000 to 1,500 to 200. Like the last step of it was basically instant. We didn't even process we had finished atomic bombs yet. Okay, I mean, I guess this is all right. Buffer chest would probably be better. Actually, turning these into the requester chest wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to produce things. It doesn't matter where they go or how well they're produced. Okay, so this is actually inserter limited. I think it's time that we upgrade all of these to stack inserters, right? Yeah, I think so. We probably have enough in storage now. So that way, if we do have the ability to produce this many, we will produce this many. Now, most of the time, we don't have the ability to produce that many, but I like the idea that we can. And then we can make this a lot cheaper by using blue belt. Because we're still a little bit short on regular belt. I think we have like 300 blue belt total. Oh, wait, we can check that now. We have none. Do we really have none? Okay, so I am actually really glad that I did this. I imagine we would have at least had like one. But yeah, that's why I've been trying to use undergrounds. Because we can produce these directly, we cannot produce regular belt directly. It's very weird. But it's how it is. Just accepted it. Okay. So next time we'll be trying to figure out how we can make a train. What is this limited by right now? Not sure. We definitely need a better solution to this. We need to do that before next time because I will not remember. Okay. So we send this down. Blue belts are expensive, so I guess we'll make this regular belt. Okay. And then a large chest system that sends stuff back up. This should be fine. Now I am tempted to use blue belts for this, blue undergrounds for this. So I probably will. We can do them in 4s. Then we can do the other side, and then we can do another stack of this. Can we get steel chests directly produced? Doesn't look like it, so I should actually use iron for these, because they're a lot easier to get. Oh, look at that. We got we got radars. Well, laughably fast as predicted. And then accumulators, not accumulators, substations. They look the same to me. I know they're not, but they do look very similar in my mind. Okay, do you think this is enough storage for the fancy stuff? I feel like it is. Okay, and then we can turn this inward. We can turn this inward. Actually, this one doesn't need to be turned inward. Only this one. There we go. This should keep it running much longer. Perfect. That's not where that needs to go, is it? Well, no, it's not. It's not. That's the wrong spot. Okay. Hopefully this will fix our blue belt problem too. This is such a mess. It's definitely something I would make. That's true. We can always just nuke it if it ever gets full, or if we just don't like how it looks. It's a very, very fast way to deconstruct stuff. Okay, flawless design. I like how I don't want to put storage on the lead, but I'm happy putting some belts through. I can't wait until I start to become so loose with that rule that we just cover this entire thing with belts and then it's also not usable. Okay, turns out we did not have that many stack inserters. So that is okay. We just need to downgrade all of them. Actually, can we make stack inserters directly? No. We can make burner inserters directly. These are eventually not something we can make. Darn. We could do... Oh, okay. We can use filter stack inserters with a blacklist for something we can't produce. That would be a good option. If we can't actually get regular stack inserters. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. That's a little bit weird, but I don't see a problem with it. Yeah, we haven't had to uncraft anything yet. I don't know how much we're actually going to have to do for the Omni resource. Like, we need a little bit of iron, I guess.
Tacos every day. Oh, 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 tacos
Okay,
every
this
day.
this is messy. But at least we have a sorting... Well, sorting systems, maybe not. Might be a bit generous. We can also get rid of this now. Hello, Hal. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the raid. We'll be wrapping up soon, unfortunately. But the gist of this mod is that it's Factorio in reverse, but like the more I play, the less it really feels like that. It really just feels like Factorio, but you spawn generic resource and convert it into whatever. So it it's called Reverse Torio. I thought it was going to be a lot more logical, like we have to unlaunch a rocket and like turn that into belts somehow, but we just spawn belts from nothing. Let's see. If you remember mod description, you can directly produce only things that are not ingredient in something else normally. Okay, so that's why we can produce things like splitters and undergrounds, but we can't directly produce. Ah, blue belt. Ah, that does make sense. I mean, it's still really cool. It's a fun mod because it's really stupid. It's really dumb. But it's definitely not exactly what I expected. But we're having a good time with it regardless. How's your stream? Oh, we can make radars. Oh, wait. Someone just said we can't make radars directly because they're an ingredient in something else. Sad. Okay, also I feel like I want more balance. Nah, I don't care about balance. We're just gonna do this. Very good. Got beat up by a kid in tow hell and you feel pain in your arms. That sounds like a great stream. I don't know why there's pain in your arms. Is it because of the bullet hell? Or is it just unrelated? Wait, what is that? Also, what am I looking for? Radar. Okay, so it's not called a radar. It's called grouped defensive structures. Okay, that's fine. Grouped defensive structures. I wish it could search recipe outputs. The mod is definitely getting confusing to look through. Extremely tense and so much movement action. Your arms are tight. Okay, that makes more sense. I wasn't sure if like you were just beat so hard by that person you could feel it in your arms. Like that seems reasonable, right? You can feel the pain of the game physically. What am I limited by? I'm still limited by red and green science. Okay, so, you know, it's going to be a while before we're science limited, surprisingly. Wait a minute. Did we already try this? Okay, these aren't considered intermediates. I mean, we do technically have a lot more we can use if we just want to burst out science. You set the recipe up, but it's not running. Is it a ghost? Oh! Oh, it can't grab from the chest. I thought that was a one-tile gap. Thank you. Ooh, radar. Radar. Cool. I'm happy. Radar, so we don't forget it. And then another down here to check on power. And then another down here to check on our admittedly sacrificial defenses. The idea is it attracts the biters. We shoot the biters with an atomic bomb. then we're safe. It's not the best plan, but it's worked so far. Maybe this will buy some more time. It is a fun plan. Okay, so next time we'll set up a train, because why not? Like, the throughput for the train is insanely high, and we could do 2 trains to eventually get double the throughput. It looks like we'll peak at about, let's see, each one of these is 300, so 1,000. We'll peak at about 20,000? No, sorry, 10,000. About 10,000 items per second. Which sounds like a lot, but I really don't think it is. That's running one of these. That's running 10 of these total. But I feel like throughput isn't something we need. It's just about being silly. And yeah, nukes are a great solution. They'll also fix this if it ever backs up too much. So it's something to think about. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening. We'll have to wrap it up there. We will continue this next Monday. I was hoping this would be shorter. If we finish this next... I want to finish this, then we'll be going back to the April Fool's one, because we have to launch 10 rockets still. Is anyone live? Because I feel bad getting raided like 3 times in a row and then just ending. Let's see if Twitch works for me. It usually doesn't. It does not tell me Factorio streams like 90% of the time. I'm live. Wait, that's the first thing I recognize. Honestly, I think that every time. It's always the first logo I recognize for some reason. Oh, but I think I actually am seeing Factorio streams. Awesome. Very few of these are in English. Like every one I'm looking at right now is Russian or something. That's not Factorio. That's someone just has like 20 things in his title. Oh, there we go. This one's English. Nope, never mind. They just looked English. Just used English characters. Okay, here we go. Sushi Roll Dave. I see English title. Nope, it's not. I don't think it's an English stream. Actually, it's hard to say. It says Italian in the subtitles. I guess I don't normally stream this late. Most people have gone to bed. Most Factorio streamers are off by this time, and it's too early for most of the American crowd to have started. So it does make sense why I can't find anyone. Okay, is this English?
Posso fare anche una cassa, diciamo, di request.
Nope. No, it is not. Okay, well now it just feels awkward. I'll just end it here. Hopefully next time we'll see someone rateable. But hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.